does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You'll always be my broken love. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Search for you, stay lost.
We are reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too
again. So stick around. So stick around. So stick around.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? How's everybody doing tonight? Who even are y'all showing love to Katie like this? Who even are you? Little Hive. Come on, babies. Look at you guys. I'm proud of you guys. Look, we got Summer Girl. Thank you, Queen, for doing this. For doing for your Hive. Small Town Girl, prayers for Sebastian. Is this Beckfist? Evelyn, praying for answers soon for KP. Thank you, Queen. Mystic Butterfly, Sebastian, prayers for Sebastian. Green Heart, Shauna said prayers for strength for Katie and Chris. Prayers to Katie and Chris. Gone Girl to the $10 super sticker. Sweetie Cake says, Katie, you are beautiful. You are strong. You are loved. You are supported. Chris, your love and support has not gone unnoticed. Thank you. That was really sweet, Sweetie Cake. That was really sweet of you. Shelby Lynn, thoughts and prayers and hugs are with you guys today. So that's really nice of you guys. I really appreciate you guys showing support. Thank y'all for being here. We're going to watch the interview that drops. So Chris and Katie may watch. They may not. From what I was told, they will be. So I appreciate you guys being respectful, showing love, doing what the Hive does, So I think Fox 17 is the one that's going to be dropping at 9. But they have this. We'll watch this real quick because it's their interview here for the 1 year. Well, it's the preview of it. Let's see. So Southern-ish, thank you so much for the 5 memberships, love. I appreciate you showing love, baby. Thank you. So here we go. This is tonight. This is the preview. So let's watch
Tuesday, Fox 17 News sits down with the mother of missing teenager Sebastian Rogers.
Let's just talk about the last year of your life.
It's been a year since Sebastian's disappearance, and now his mother speaks out.
I just don't know how to put words to how horrible it is.
Her message ongoing scrutiny and possible new leads.
The surveillance video showing what appears to be 2 figures.
Don't miss this interview Tuesday on Fox 17.
Man, look at Katie. She just breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart. So anyhow, that'll be starting here in just a couple of minutes. Melanie, God bless both Chris and Katie. We'll continue to pray for you both and that Sebastian comes home. Toddy Chip, was he sending hope and love to Sebastian and his family? Absolutely. Absolutely. The link should be in there. I will continue to try to keep it, rotating through. And we will go grab the 1 year. We will wait for it to drop. It's so sad, man. It's just, and people have no not a care in the fucking world at how this is affecting her. They talk about how bad Seth has it and how awful he has it and how shitty people are to him, without a side eye of how nasty. And like right now, it's the 1 year date, right? Today's the 1 year day. Justin over there decided he was going to put up a video of Katie's ex stepdad who murdered his daughter's boyfriend and then married his daughter. Why are you putting that up? What does that got anything to do with anything? It doesn't, other than you are trying to humiliate her. And what a nasty thing to fucking do on a day like today. It's just fucking nasty. Like, fuck, they can't give her 1 day. Not even an hour. Not even a fucking hour, man. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get that up. Let's get that pulled up and ready to go. Smoke them if you got them, y'all. Smoke them if you got them. You're going to need them. You're going to need them tonight. You're going to need them tonight. My goodness. Yeah, Justin's a little slimy little fucking snake. Purple Dragon Chill, sending love and support and hugs, positive vibes to Sebastian and Katie. He and Tony are still fuming that this is not a criminal investigation. Yeah, I know. They're still pissed. And, old criminal over there out on a $20,000 bond, our little fucking criminal, she's over there writing fucking, I think she's drunk because she tried to write out a sentence earlier on her community tab and didn't make a lick of fucking sense. Talking about her fat lips and something. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. We'll go over it, but it was quite comical, if I do say so myself, actually. My God. These YouTube streets have been on fire. I don't know why this always pulls up so blurry on a damn email. But I just got an email that's obviously needs my attention, and I will go back and look at it. But this is actually quite blurry, so I can't really read most of it. I'll go back and look at it, though. Obviously, you sent it to me for a reason, so I'll go back and look. Let's see here. So here's the link where they'll be coming up. Thank you, Pin Pin. I appreciate that love. All right, y'all. I'm trying to get this interview pulled up because it is time. So give me 1 second. Yep, it's on. You want to send me the link, Jen? All right, y'all. I have the watch link, but it's not working. So I don't know what interview, what channel it's on or whatever other than Fox 17, and it's not pulling up for me. So if anybody's got the link and you want to shoot it over in the email, that'd be cool. If not, that's okay too. We'll find it. I don't know. It's not pulling up for me, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened or where it's at, but it's not pulling up. I don't know. If like I said, if you guys can find it or if anybody's got the link or whatever, send it over because it's not pulling up for me. So I have no idea, to be honest. It should be on Fox 17, but it's not. It's not there. So I don't know if it's on a different channel or what. I have no idea. I have no fucking idea why it's not showing up. I mean, it's pulling up on Facebook. It's pulling up on all these different, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't want to watch it in Facebook. I don't want to watch it on, I mean, I would rather watch it on the, I mean, I guess if we have to watch it through Facebook, I guess we'll have to watch it through Facebook. That sucks, but whatever, you know. Where's this full interview? This irritates the fuck out of me why they don't just have a goddamn link to the fucking live. Why would you not have a link to it ready to go? I guess I don't understand why the fuck there wouldn't be a link to a full interview ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Why in the fuck? I don't know. Like I said, if anybody comes up with one or anybody sees it, let me know. Shoot me a message, an email, whatever. WSMV is tomorrow, so theirs won't be playing today. The only one that's playing is Fox 17, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I know, Barbie. I can't find it either. Like, what the fuck? It's annoying as fuck because we know it's out there. It said it dropped at 9 o'clock. It's 10 after. Like, where the fuck is it? Yeah, it's a real small news station, but jam, you know what I mean? Nobody can drop a link, Rubber. We don't have it. That's what we're waiting on. That's what we're trying to find right now. We're trying anybody. If anybody knows where it's at or has it, that would be wonderful. I mean, I've went to the watch link like 16 times and it's not pulling it up. We got it ready finally. Let's see here. Come on, Katie, where you at? Who even are you, Fox 17? Why are you not ready? This is what it's doing to me. You guys want to see it? This is what it's doing. Who even are you? Who? See what I mean?
America's News. Now.
Nope, not pulling up. Not at all. That's what we got. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, you guys. I don't. They said fuck that interview. They ain't doing that interview tonight, huh? They said nope. Queen Bee and her people ain't gonna fucking see it. That's for damn sure. Well, Megan VR, if you're literally watching it, can you literally send me the link to what you're watching? Right. It's not started, so others are waiting too. I was going to say, I know we can't be the only motherfucker. No, I know we can't be the only ones that can't find the link. Holy fuck. You gotta be joking me. Good God. What is going on? Who even are you? Why won't it play for me then? Yeah, Pin. That's what I pulled up. And you seen what it was. I put it on. Of course. Had to be us, huh? Oh, fuck. I'm cracking up. Be patient. It hasn't even started yet. Oh, fuck. I was like, wait, what is going on? What? Oh, my God. This is funny. Well, you don't have to tell us it started. We can't watch it, so. Oh, fuck. I am cracking up right now. All right, gray one's coming through for us. Oh, that's the same link we just had, gray one. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Good laughs. Good times. Smoke them if you got them. Good Lord. Oh. I think we got somewhere. Oh, my God. I think it's pulled up. Are we stuck? We're stuck. We're stuck, but it's pulled up. All right. We got it, y'all? Do we got it? Do we got it? Oh, good Lord. Are we in a fucking retrograde or what? What is going on? News breaking news. I'm calling neat. Oh my God. What is going on? Do you guys see this? Like, do y'all see this? I know it ain't. What is going on? Lord, let's just close this out because this ain't working. What is going on, small town girl? What you doing? What you doing? Small town girl, what you doing? Alrighty then. I guess she ain't doing nothing. All right, here we go. Back again. Let's try to put it on again, see if it'll work this time. Let's pull it back. Let's see if maybe it'll work this time. Because you guys see it spinning. I know y'all do. Sam trying. I don't know. Jesus Christ. I did click the live button. It is live. It is live right now. That's what it's on. I got the play button. I then clicked it 4 times. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Hey, small town girl, back up here again. What's up? Hello? Hello? What is going on? Let me kick all these people back out of here because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, fucking hell. Small town girl, you've been up here like 15 times. Obviously, it ain't working. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, we might be getting somewhere. We got it up, and it's looking like it's going to play now. So let's see. Is it going to work for us or no? I wish we had somebody else to fucking stream because it's not working for me, you guys. You see what's going on here. You see this shit. It ain't just me. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not a tech savvy person, so I don't know what's going on right now. See, let's hit the play button, see what's happening. Kick it back a little bit. Good God, this is terrible. What's up, small town girl? You gonna come up here now, or holy sheep shit, Batman? This
Hey,
is terrible. This is fucking
I'm
terrible.
I had it pulled up in
Jesus Christ.
Chrome.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Did you try pulling it up in Chrome?
Oh, I pulled the motherfucker up 15 different goddamn ways. I mean, fuck.
Hold on, I just had it up.
That's why I said there's if anybody's announcing other lives, just block them or whatever through the chat. Doesn't really matter. They know that's rude as fuck. So yeah, if there's other people mentioning other lives, block them throughout the chat. Obviously it's not working. You see, there's so many fucking people tapped into it. It won't even pull up for me.
Yeah.
I've grabbed the link from Discord. I've grabbed the link from here. I've grabbed the link from email.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus fucking Christ. I've played the fucking link, every goddamn link that was sent to me. It's still will not fucking play. I've got about 15 people sending the same link. I've sent the same link. I've popped the same fucking link 6 times. Anytime anybody sends me the link, it's the same one. I've popped it up and it still does the same shit. Look at it. It's still doing the same shit right now. Look at it. I've pulled it up like this like 6 times. Look. Blank screen. Are we in a retrograde? Blank screen. Yeah, it's been over. It's over now. It's been over now. Yeah, I mean, now we got an actual fucking link instead of like the watch link. So I don't know. I have no idea why it won't pull up. That's all it keeps doing. Happy life. It just keeps spinning and spinning. I don't know. I don't know. All right, small town girl. Thank you for popping up, baby. I appreciate you. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. All I can fucking do is laugh at this disaster, because what in the fuck? Come on now. This is ridiculous. Abso-fucking-lutely ridiculous. Well, here, let me go ahead and just take this out of here. We'll pull it up. I mean, it's not like we're not going to pull it up. Shit. Well, I mean, we're going to get it pulled up. It's, you know what I'm saying? We just have to fucking obviously find it to where the link's going to actually work. Because I have the same link y'all have, and it just is not pulling up. I don't know. I don't know. Any links that you guys have sent, I've pulled them up. Any link that you guys have sent me, I've popped it on. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I can't help you. I don't know why it won't play. You guys played it just as much as I did. You seen it. I'm in the email, though, so let's see if we can find a different link. Good thing we're smoking. Smoke them if you got them. Because I'd be a little irritated right now if I wasn't smoking. Jeez. Look, Lindsay came through for us. She did a screen recording. It's going to play. We'll play this one. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We'll play this one. This will work. Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate you coming through for me, girl.
That's imprinted on countless hearts, especially, Katie says, on her own.
I would just like to tell my son that I love him.
Aww.
And to know that we are never going to stop searching.
So a lost smile can be found. Anyone who believes they may have seen Sebastian Rogers should immediately call 1-800-TBI-FIND or the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. There is a vigil for Sebastian this Saturday, March 1st at 2 p.m. We will certainly continue to update you on any information we learn in his case. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, back to the...
What do police tell you at this point? What do they think?
That must be like the little preview part of it, because there's two of them there. So I feel bad for Katie, man. I fucking feel bad for her. Every fucking time I see her like that, it just... And the way people talk about her, and then you got fucking Justin over here playing her fucking... one of the worst traumatic things in her fucking life on the 1 year day that her son goes missing. And you guys want to play some of the worst fucking shit. I think that's fucking awful. Awful. Like, I can't believe you guys fucking played that shit. Yeah, this is just like a 2-minute interview. Here, we'll see if we can find another one. Well, Fox 17, you suck. That's for sure. You suck. Where's my B Tim at? He can usually help me find links really easy. Where the hell's he at? It loops back through. It doesn't, I was gonna say, because it doesn't look like it does. It's only like 2 minutes. So I'm sure it's probably longer than 2 minutes.
Vanished from his Hendersonville home, triggering a multi-agency statewide search with hundreds of boots on the ground.
But 365 days later, Sebastian's family and the community of Sumner County, they still don't have answers. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry has been on this story since the very beginning. She spoke with investigators today about where this case stands.
Everyone is out searching for Sebastian.
An active Amber Alert now in effect.
Day 3 is underway.
The tone has been centered around prayer.
You know, a lot of us were like, we're going to find this kid.
1 year ago tonight, then 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers was seen for the last time in his home in Hendersonville. He is autistic and was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, sweatpants, and glasses. His mother reported him missing the next morning, launching a full-scale search with local state agencies, the FBI, and even Secret Service.
I was out there from the time that I left here, my home in Clarksville. I would drive down there and I'd stay there until 10, 11 o'clock at night.
You know, hours turned into days and nights. That's when the community was really becoming a little bit more nervous.
After 8 days, still no sign of Sebastian.
Authorities are confident they have exhausted every single resource.
Then the case turned into an investigation.
We have no leads, no details to indicate that Sebastian is not alive.
They should have been investigating from day one.
There was just something about it that I was like, you know, we're going to, especially when they didn't find him, like after those 2 or 3 days, I definitely was like, this is something we need to, you know, keep track of and keep on our radar.
The case quickly gained national attention while Sebastian's father, Seth, continued looking.
The only thing that you can do as a parent is just to keep faith, and keep people out there actively looking.
By September, celebrity bounty hunter dog Dwayne
What you don't
Chapman
look.
joined the search as the reward ballooned to more than $300,000. 365 days later, holidays have come and gone, and Sebastian's 16th birthday passed without a birthday wish.
Be thankful you know where your children are, because I don't know where mine is.
The Sumner County Sheriff's Office continues to ask the public for pictures and tips. So far, no further updates have been provided, but many in the community still hope to one day bring Sebastian home.
We have to treat it like it happened yesterday and continue to push and continue to, and don't stop until we get the answers.
I have to have faith that my son's alive, and I have to have faith that I'm going to find him.
As the community continues to search for Sebastian, you're asked to call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, Chapman's tip line, or your local FBI office if you have any information on his whereabouts.
Okay, Big Nothing Burger. Where's Katie's? Where's Katie's interview? Because I don't really give two fucks what Sean's got to say. So where's her part at? Because that's we need her part. Fox 17, you're failing us, man. What is going on? What the fuck is going on? I can't take it. You talk about fucking getting irritated. This is irritating the shit out of me. Gosh, dang, man.
On countless hearts.
Let's see here. This is only about 2 minutes. Where's the long interview? Does anybody have that? Or did anybody get it? Does anybody have the link to it? Oh, thank you so much, Tiffany B. Tim Simp. Prayers for Sebastian, and let us not forget Maddie Soto's 1 year. Absolutely. I'm so sorry your family's going through this, Katie. Don't give up hope. Wisdom says, girl, just went screen grab to your email. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was very long, but it should have been longer. And I mean, it's got to be longer than a 1 minute. Because, I mean, she only spoke 3 fucking times. So, oh, girl, you talk frustrated. Ain't no fucking way it's this bad. I mean, hopefully tomorrow's interview will be fucking better. I mean, because goddamn, if that was her interview, that sucked. It was like Tuesday. I mean, they showed Sean more than they did her. What the fuck? Not cool. Not cool at all, bro. Not fucking cool. Not cool at all, man. Who's Megan? Who we got Megan back here? What's up, Megan? What you doing? You're up here with us. Oh, you dropped down and said, fuck this. Oh, what? Sorry, honey. Whoops. I'll check it out. Look, okay, so it's got to be longer. See, I knew it was longer than 2 fucking minutes. I knew it had to have been longer than 2 fucking minutes. Gosh dang, somebody came through for us finally. Here we go. Because holy fuck balls, I was getting irritated real fucking quick. Let's see here. All right. We're still waiting for this other window to pull up. Close it now.
Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino sat down with Rogers' mother, Katie Proudfoot, in the search for her son and the ongoing public scrutiny surrounding this investigation.
Green tea. A voice and an exuberant smile that have been missing for a year that Sebastian Rogers has gone without his favorite things.
Cats are the number one. He loves animals, almost all animals.
Animals, video games, books, and any chance in the pool.
He loves water. He swims like a fish.
Sebastian also missed his birthday.
December 7th. He turned 16, and he should be home for that.
But Sebastian, who has autism, hasn't been home since February of last year. After dinner at the Texas Roadhouse on the 25th, Katie says she and her son went home.
Did anything happen the night he went missing that was like caused him to run away? Was he punished in any way? An argument? Just a normal night?
It was a normal night. It was a calm night.
That turned tumultuous by the next morning.
When I went in his room and he wasn't there. He wasn't in his bed.
Katie says she frantically searched the house and drove around the neighborhood at 6:30 a.m. until she and Sebastian's stepfather, who says he was away for work at the time, called police.
We need you to search your properties every day.
But an Amber Alert and an extensive week-long search didn't yield one significant lead or even a glimpse of the boy on any doorbell cam video. Days later, investigators combed through a landfill 2 hours away, still saying they had found nothing.
There is no evidence to support foul play is involved in the disappearance of Sebastian.
But at this point, you don't rule it out.
We're not ruling anything out.
For the next year, any activity involving Sebastian's case would fuel droves of online followers and even a restraining order against one YouTuber.
There were quite a bit of people that were, sending some very threatening and hateful messages to us.
What would you say to those people?
Just stop.
Fox 17 News sent the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the lead agency in the investigation, a list of questions in anticipation of this story, including asking if there are any new leads, what kind of evidence detectives have vetted, and if investigators still believe there is no indication of foul play. Sheriff Eric Craddock responded in an email saying, "This is an active and ongoing investigation. We continue to work with our state and federal partners. We will continue to seek a resolution in this case."
Guess what word I didn't hear? Criminal investigation, because it's not.
You believe happened to Sebastian?
Unfortunately, over the last year, I have thought every single day, night, every moment of every possibility of something that could happen to him, where he could have gone, if he had gone with someone, if someone took him willingly, unwillingly, if he'd run away and got lost, if he'd a million different things. And unfortunately, I don't know.
But Katie and a private investigator she retained believe this piece of surveillance video taken the night that Sebastian went missing could be a lead in the case.
1217, a couple 100 yards away, there's a figure.
The Sumner County Sheriff said the video has no relevance to the case, but the Proudfoots aren't dismissing it until the identity of the person is confirmed by investigators. Unfortunately, any possible break in Sebastian's case has gone nowhere.
No child goes poof. He's somewhere.
Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, has also endured a year without his son.
Sebastian, son.
Seth brought in a team offering
An
their
old
own reward
search.
of $347,000. That's on top of the FBI's $50,000 reward.
Stop looking is to give up hope.
Hope that's still evident among volunteer searchers.
I'm not going to stop.
Missing signs and ribbons in Sebastian's favorite color.
And God, right now we're seeking you to reveal the truth to us.
Katie says detectives searching for that truth left no question unasked.
Lie detectors?
Yes.
For yourself
and my husband.
Which Katie says they passed. We don't know what investigators say about the test, but Katie says they have searched her home.
Thoroughly, many times. Cadavers, searchers.
What do police tell you at this point? What do they think?
Unfortunately, that they have zero evidence.
Zero trace of the boy with a smile that's imprinted on countless hearts, especially, Katie says, on her own.
I would just like to tell my son that I love him.
Did you see that cute little tattoo she went and got? Look, that's special.
He says on her own.
I would just like to tell my son that I love him and to know that we are never going to stop searching.
So a lost smile can be found.
Anyone who believes they may have seen Sebastian Rogers should immediately call 1-800-TBI-FIND or the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. There is a vigil for Sebastian this Saturday, March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Celebration of Life Church in Hendersonville. And we will certainly continue to update you on any information we learn in his case. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
That was a good interview. I feel like it should have been longer, but that was a very good interview. What'd you guys think about her tattoo? What'd y'all think about it? Sailor, Purge Queen. I know. What'd y'all think about it? Is that why Andrea got her idea for the damn tattoo? I can't say if that's where she got her idea from, but I can tell you right now, that's Katie's son. She carried him 9 months. She birthed him. She raised him. That's her son. She has the right to have a tattoo of her son. Man. I don't know where the interview is at with Chris and Katie together. I think it's supposed to come out tomorrow. I don't know. You guys know what's really funny, though? That fucking watch link that you guys sent me is still sitting here trying to load. It's still. So thank you, Megan, for that. Because the other one is still sitting here trying to load. I don't know, man. It's sad as hell. That's for damn sure. It's sad as hell. Tomorrow the interview is supposed to be longer. I don't know if it's going to be longer or not, to be honest. I really don't know. Yeah, I was going to say there was too many people tapping in at one time. That shit was wild. It's still sitting here spinning. Like it still hasn't uploaded yet. It took us a little while to watch it, but hey, that's all right. Shambles, shenanigans. Come on now. If there wasn't shenanigans, would it be right? No. And right, fuck the green team and fuck all the bullshit you guys have been talking about. Because fuck y'all. Matter of fact, I'm watching this shit again.
There are still no confirmed sightings or leads in the case.
Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino sat down with Rogers' mother, Katie Proudfoot, and the search for her son and the ongoing public scrutiny surrounding.
Now listen, I will be stopping it and talking through it. Just so y'all know.
In this investigation.
Green tea. A voice and an exuberant smile that have been missing for a year that Sebastian Rogers has gone without his favorite things.
Cats are the number one. He loves animals, almost all animals.
Animals, video games, books, and any chance in the pool.
He loves water. He swims like a fish.
Sebastian also missed his birthday.
December 7th. He turned 16, and he should be home for that.
But Sebastian.
Right, he should be home for that. And you know what? All the mamas out there, you guys remember when, like, even when your kid turns 16, you should be getting them their first car. You know, those milestones, those big milestones. For sure, man. It's definitely heartbreaking, for sure. But I'll tell you what, her tattoo though, I'm telling you, it might be small, but it means a lot. There's a lot of meaning behind that.
Sebastian, who has autism, hasn't been home since February of last year. After dinner at the Texas Roadhouse on the 25th, Katie says she and her son went home.
Did anything happen the night he went missing?
And they shredded that fucking interview. They have shredded that fucking interview non-stop. Non-fucking-stop.
That was like cause him to run away? Was he punished in any way? An argument? Just a normal night?
It was a normal night. It was a calm night.
That turned tumultuous by the next morning.
When I went in his room and he wasn't there. He wasn't in his bed.
Katie says she...
Now imagine, right? It's 9:45 here, right? I couldn't imagine putting my kids to bed, talking shit with you guys, right? Going in there and going to bed at midnight. Waking up tomorrow morning to get my kid up for school, and because every day I'm 5:30 comes early. 5:30 comes early. Got to get up at 5:30. If I got up at 5:30 and went up to wake my fucking child and they weren't there, my heart would sink into my ass. I wouldn't even know what the fuck to think. First thing I would do in my mind, search the house, go to the bathroom. Are they in the bathroom? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Are they downstairs? Are they getting dressed? You know what I'm saying? They got dogs. Did they take the dogs out? You start looking outside. I mean, jeez.
Frantically searched the house and drove around the neighborhood at 6:30 a.m. until she and Sebastian's stepfather, who says he was away for work at the time, called police.
We need you to search your properties every day.
But an Amber Alert and an extensive week-long search didn't yield one significant...
A week-long search. That makes me think he's not on foot. Okay, so we have 6 hours. Yes, in 6 hours he can get somewhere on foot. That's true. What's up, Gray? What's happening?
Hey, Queen. How you doing?
How are you, baby? Hey, Amy. What's up, baby?
Hey, God. Hi, Amy.
Hey, baby. What's happening? What you doing, Amy? What you doing, Amy? You here? Okay, maybe she did a drive-by on us. How are you, Gray? What's up, baby?
I'm good. I'm kind of somber tonight, which I'm sure a lot of people are, but I'm surprised nobody had come up with you yet. So I figured I don't know that I have much to offer, but I figured I'd come up for some moral support.
It's an open panel. Anybody's welcome, baby. You know that. What's up, Miss Amy?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry too. I couldn't hear you.
Can I have that link?
What, baby?
Can I have the link to this video?
Yes, I'll stick it in the back for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, love.
Are you okay?
Yeah, are you okay, baby?
Oh my God, have you seen Han's post?
No, baby, but you're not going to play this on your channel, are you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just make sure you wait. Have you checked your days in your studio?
No.
Okay, it'll do a countdown with you, okay? So it'll make sure, and on your studio, it'll tell you when you can go back on there, okay?
Yeah.
That way you have the date and time and stuff or whatever. It'll say like 1 day left, 24 hours left, 12 hours left. Stuff like that, okay, baby?
Yeah.
All right,
You got the countdown.
Yeah, you got the countdown, so that way you don't go too early. So I just want to make sure I love your channel, and I don't want you to lose it. All right, Peanut. Here's this in the back chat. You should see the link back there.
Okay. Thank you.
Baby. Do not play it, okay, Peanut? Just make sure you don't play it on your channel, okay? Not yet.
I know.
Okay. All right.
Stay up here with us, Amy. We're just listening.
Yeah, you
I
can hang
got
out. You
some
want to hang out and go over it?
I can't. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're busier than I am, girl. You go.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
No
Amy.
offense.
See you, baby.
No offense. I'm reading the comments.
All right, baby girl. I'll see you down
Okay.
there. All right, baby. Bye.
Bye.
Lead or even a glimpse of the boy on any doorbell cam video. Days later, investigators combed through a landfill 2 hours away, still saying they had found nothing.
There is no evidence to support foul play is involved in the disappearance of Sebastian.
But at this point, you don't rule it out.
We're not ruling anything out.
For the next year, any activity involving Sebastian's case would fuel droves of online followers and even a restraining order against one YouTuber.
There were quite a bit of people that were, sending some very threatening and hateful messages to us.
What would you say to those people?
Just stop.
Fox 17 News sent the Sumner County Sheriff's Office the lead
Hateful messages to us.
What would you say to those people?
Just stop.
Poor thing.
Sending
this
some
is
very
awful.
threatening and hateful messages to us.
What would you say to those people?
Just stop.
Fox.
Think they will?
Nope. Not at all. They'll probably amp it up. Because her face is red.
My heart hurts for her.
And her hair is down and curly again. And,
you're roboting really bad, baby. You're roboting really bad. Okay. Well, you're roboting really bad, baby doll. It's just fucking heartbreaking, man. Casual Art, thank you so much. She says, I love Katie's tattoo. It has huge meaning as a small symbol. It's all about deep connection. God bless Katie. I'm holding you in my thoughts and prayers. Yeah, I pray for her every night. I mean, I can't help it. That should be the new hashtag, just stop.
Fox 17 News sent the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the lead agency in the investigation, a list of questions in anticipation of this story, including asking if there are any new leads, what kind of evidence detectives have vetted, and if investigators still believe there is no indication of foul play. Sheriff Eric Craddock responded in an email saying, "This is an active and ongoing investigation. We continue to work with our state and federal partners. We will continue to seek a resolution in this case."
What do you believe happened to Sebastian?
Unfortunately, over the last year, I have thought every single day, night, every moment of every possibility of something that could happen to him, where he could have gone, if he had gone with someone, if someone took him willingly, unwillingly, if he'd run away and got lost, if he'd a million different things. And unfortunately, I don't know.
But Katie and a private investigator she retained believe this piece of surveillance video taken the night that Sebastian went missing could be a lead in the case.
1217, a couple 100 yards away, there's a figure.
The Sumner County Sheriff said the video has no relevance to the case, but the Proudfoots aren't dismissing it until the identity of the person is confirmed by investigators. Unfortunately, any possible break in Sebastian's case has gone nowhere.
No child goes poof. He's somewhere.
Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, has also endured a year without his son.
Sebastian, son.
Seth brought in a team offering their own reward of $347,000. That's on top of the FBI's $50,000 reward.
Stop looking is to give up hope.
Hope that's still evident among volunteer searchers.
I'm not going to stop.
Missing signs and ribbons in Sebastian's favorite color.
And God, right now we're seeking you to reveal the truth to us.
Katie says detectives searching for that truth left no question unasked.
Lie detectors.
Yes.
For yourself
and my husband.
Which Katie says they passed. We don't know what investigators say about the test, but Katie says they have searched her.
Hold on. What'd she say?
As detectives searching for that truth left no question unasked.
So you're telling me Chris and Katie outsmarted all of these folks? Justin. You're telling me they outsmarted all these guys and the TBI with their lie detector test? Seth, Tony, Betty. They outsmarted all these guys.
Lie detectors.
Yes.
For yourself
and my husband.
Which Katie says they passed. We don't know what investigators say about the test, but Katie says they have searched her home.
Thoroughly, many times.
Thoroughly, many times.
Cadavers, searchers.
What do police tell you at this point? What do they think?
Unfortunately, that they have zero evidence.
Zero trace of the boy with a smile that's imprinted on countless hearts, especially, Katie says, on her own.
You know what? Look at that. That is the perfect. I stopped that at the perfect time. You can see his face through that tattoo. Wow.
I would just like to tell my son that I love him and to know that we...
And you know what? Imagine dealing with this and having to deal with Betty's crazy ass on top of it. Seth lying on you all the time, talking shit. Talking about some of the worst trauma in your life.
are never going to stop searching.
So a lost smile can be found.
Anyone who believes they may have seen Sebastian Rogers should immediately call 1-800-TBI-FIND or the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. There is a vigil for Sebastian this Saturday, March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Celebration of Life Church in Hendersonville. And we will certainly continue to update you on any information we learn in his case. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, back.
Man. What is this? If they didn't pass, wouldn't they be in trouble or something? Well, if they didn't pass, the police would have continued to interrogate them. You know, I mean, I got your email, Spitfire. I'll email you back, love. Just give me a little bit of time. Thank you, Holly, for gifting 20 memberships. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing love, baby. And matter of fact, here we'll go over some of these too of Chris and Katie. If you're watching, if you're listening or watching, you got a lot of support here, that's for sure. In the name of Jesus, Sebastian will be found. Jax Wolf, Casual Art. I love Katie's tattoo. It has huge meaning and a small symbol. It's all about deep connection. God bless Katie. I'm holding you in my thoughts and prayers. Athena, thank you for all you do. See, whoopsie daisy. This is so sad. I feel for Katie. My sympathies from one mother to another. Wisdom, girl. I just sent a screen grab. I'm sorry your family's going through this, Katie. Please don't give up. Tiffany B. Tim Simp. Prayers for Sebastian. Let us not forget Maddie Soto's 1 year. Laughing Heart. Hit live on the screen. I was trying to hit live. I was trying to hit the button. It wouldn't work. But I was trying. I don't know. It was kind of messed up. I don't know. I don't know. Nowhere, ma'am. Thank you for gifting 10 memberships. Holly Uris, thank you for gifting 20 memberships. If you guys got one, please make sure you guys tell them thank you. Wisdom says was live. KP looked terrible. Showed BHB. No evidence. Showed Seth. Said took Polly's. Yeah, Seth took a polygraph for Nancy Grace. Katie and Chris took polygraphs for the TBI. Big difference. Care Bear, please know our hearts and thoughts are with you. Chris and Katie. Miss In My Opinion Fletcher sent the link on commercials coming up next. See, I kept trying to, but it was like just rotating. I think it was because there were so many people tapped into it that it was just buffering nonstop. Hasn't dropped yet. Let's see here. Katie, ignore the hate. No, you have more support and love than hate. I hope he is home soon. I just hope she realizes how much love and support she has. I know sometimes it feels like the hate is heavier, you know what I mean? Because you always feel that more than you feel the love and support. So I just hope she knows how much support she has here with you guys and with us. CRR, the love to Katie and Chris. You can see the love you have for Sebastian. This has to be the hardest day yet. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Holly says this is for Duke. Thank you so much. Purple Dragon Chill sending love and support, hugs and positive vibes to Sebastian and Katie. LS Nancy Drew, thank you for this. Hey, Southernish, how are you, love?
Hey, Queen Bee.
What'd you think, baby?
Oh, just, man, that tattoo. And just this woman has been raked over the coals.
Yeah.
No one cares about.
Oh, scoot to the left. Scoot to the left.
Her. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
There we go. Now we can.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's just that, I mean, they always talk about Seth and like, poor Seth. I mean, poor Katie.
Right.
It's
right.
just, she's a broken woman. If you can't see that, then I really don't know how to help anybody. It's just, it's so sad to see her like that. Oh, I don't know. I just want to come up here and say hi, and
well, I'm glad you did, baby.
you know, it is what it is. We won't have
I
any
don't know. I
answers.
love that tattoo.
Oh, I do too.
I like that. I really do. For such a
It's
small tattoo, it speaks, big words.
volumes. Volumes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it does.
God, man, to be in that position, I would never want to experience something like this ever. Ever.
No, and like, I don't think people think about this stuff. But like, if your kid really did just vanish in the night, I mean, and you get criticized for a year and you don't have an answer. You don't have an answer. You really can't speak on anything because you don't have an answer. And it's just like law enforcement, in my opinion. They don't know. I know they have leads, but they don't know. It's heartbreaking. It is. It's sad. It just is. But anyway, I was just listening to y'all and I wanted to come up here and say hey.
Yeah, and it's even worse when they call her a murderer and say all these horrible things about her and say these horrific
Talk about her
things.
looks.
You have Nick Barris. Well, yeah, and they were calling her frumpy and saying her hair is terrible and she looks awful and she looks like a school teacher. She looks like a librarian. What the fuck? She looks like a goddamn mom, heartbroken and struggling. What the fuck?
Yep. And my mind today has reflected on things that I've heard.
I mean, every day I would get up and my mind would fucking wander from the time I would wake up to the time I would fucking fall asleep. My mind would go in a million different directions in a million different ways.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you have people like Betty hoping she wakes up every day and is miserable and succumbs to the addiction she deserves. I mean, it's so heartbreaking. We've never done that stuff to Seth. We haven't. I mean, I don't care who wants to try to convince me of that. We've never done that. Ever. Ever. But it's so hard not to have any kind of answer or no lead, no nothing. It's
Yeah, and then
just
you got this jackass over here playing these fucking old ass or whatever shit that has nothing to even do with Katie. Her ex stepdad.
Oh,
I
wait,
don't
you
even
talking
understand
about
what the fucking
Justin?
point of that even was. What was the point of that? What was the fucking point of that?
I didn't know exactly what he was doing. I'm lost
Did
on
you
that.
was you watching it when he did that?
No. No. I had to go to the store
Um,
and yeah, I didn't see any of that.
He put on a video before the interview started. He put on an interview or an interview. He put on before the interview started. He put on a video that Hindsight made. That Hindsight 2020. They make a lot of fucking videos, hate videos.
Right.
So they're one of those that she made a point to seek out Katie's ex stepdad, who had actually unalived his daughter's boyfriend and then married his daughter.
What?
He actually had a child with his other daughter. So,
oh my God.
Obviously, Katie went through some things when she was younger, which is why in my opinion, it was easy for her to be groomed like she was at 12 years old.
I agree with that.
So, I also feel like that should not have even been brought to this platform because it's really nobody's business.
No, it's not. I can't believe he did. Well, I guess I can believe
However, I feel like they're using that as a way to make her feel less than or to bring her trauma out to her or take a dig at her or, you know what I mean? Tara Lee, Justin did. Justice for All, Justin did. He was playing it earlier today or earlier this evening.
That's sick. I mean, man, could you not just make a video about Sebastian? Why do you have to stoop so low?
Well, and if it's her ex stepdad, he's no longer in her life. He's no longer around. Why are you using it? Why? For what?
Right.
What's the point in even putting that out?
Just to humiliate her more because they care more about.
Then you get people like fucking Julie's weird ass who goes on a tangent and says that Sebastian was on the phone on a FaceTime call with his grandma, who then told him to go into the bathroom, which is not fucking true and never happened.
Right. Now, I don't know how she's still. I said that.
And I
last
think
night.
that's right, Rebel Rose, re-victimizing the victim. That's exactly how I feel.
It is. That's a good way to word
And I
that.
feel like it was brought out specifically to hurt Katie. In my opinion. And that's my opinion. Nobody has to agree with it, and that's fine.
Yeah. Man. Oh, for all the things that she has been through, Queen.
This is our hindsight over here. This is the good hindsight. This is ours. The one over there is 2020.
Well, Katie's a strong woman. She's
She
a strong woman.
Really
She's lived through a lot of things that most of us probably couldn't even imagine going through.
Right.
And why in the hell do that to her? But that's who those people are over there. They're just gross.
I mean, if you can imagine, her stepdad shares a child with his daughter and then married his other daughter after he took the life of her husband / boyfriend. I can only imagine what she went through when he was married to her mother.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, who lives that life? Who does? And then now your child's missing. I mean, it's so messed up. It's so sad.
And I'm sure her mind has probably went everywhere. I'm sure
Yeah.
she's probably thought of them. She's probably thought of a runaway. She's probably, I mean,
Trafficking, this, that, the
exactly.
other.
I mean, I'm sure she's probably thought of every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, you go back to that video and you're like, is there something with that? I mean, there really is nothing there. It's like a dark video, but you do see those shadows. You do see that there's somebody walking by. Who is that? Why have the police not identified that person? Who is that?
Yeah. But they said they had it after, what, 72 hours, and it was no,
The police
everything
did,
said
but they
no
still haven't said that they
evidentiary.
have,
Yeah.
that they know who it is.
Mm. I feel like I'm talking over you, and I don't know if I'm lagging.
No, you're not, baby.
Are you sure? Okay. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I don't, I mean, that woman, she has been through so much. My heart does break for her. It does. And whew, everything for a year has been rough. And the day I woke up and I was just kind of sad, I can't imagine her heart. I mean, you relive stuff. You think about the day they had, the last day they had, and what they did, and when their life was normal. Because I do not believe she did anything to that child. I don't. But it's just sad. There's been so many people that have inserted themselves, put themselves in a place. I mean, you got people that won't even leave them alone under a court order that they won't. And that's just, it's just sad. It's just heartbreaking. How do you live day to day with that? I mean, I don't know how you do. It's just, and I don't think she listens to everybody on YouTube. I really don't. I don't think she does that, but I think she probably listens to some things and some things that might be brought to her. But like for somebody to wish for me to wake up every day and have an addiction that like I deserve to have an addiction because my child is missing and you happen to be friends with the father, but you just don't like me because this is YouTube world and we're going to spin this the way we are. Sick. It's just sick. And you're right, just Samantha. That is why Chris always speaks and protects her. I do believe that. At first, I didn't know how to take him, but no, the more I've watched and done, I've seen like that is what he's doing. I don't think she is the best at speaking. And I think that she has a hard time probably with coming up with like the words and things. And you can see that she's very pale skinned, but her face gets really red. And yeah, like the green team tried to come out in the very beginning that she's an alcoholic. No, it's not that. I think when she gets upset, she just her face gets red, she gets upset, she doesn't know what to say. So Chris has been very good at protecting her. Very good, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Roro, you're up here with us.
Hey,
Yep.
lady.
Hey,
Hey.
Rico.
Hey. Boy, that really
How
got
are you,
me.
baby?
That
I
really
know.
got me. Whew. That got me all up in my feelings.
Me too.
I can't believe that that piece of shit did that, and then you say you're an advocate in Brittany J's chat. I don't know. I don't have a channel. I don't know how to make videos. I barely can clip shit. But if any clip channels want to reach out to me, I'll watch this fool and get you timestamps if you'll review him and clip him, I'll watch it.
We'll go through and watch it. I mean, if you want to review it, he was real fucking nasty, though.
No,
Just so you know, but Brittany was too, and we're
no.
gonna go over that.
I don't think I can handle reviewing him tonight. I mean, do what you
Oh
want to
no,
do,
not
but
tonight. I ain't doing it tonight.
no.
We got enough going on with
No,
Brittany
I'm
and
just
this
saying.
shit with Betty.
No, I'm just saying from like I know that's why he doesn't get clipped a lot, and I'm not talking about just this one day.
Yeah, no, because he's a
I'll
boring
make this my
bitch.
mission, because it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and I can't believe he did that. She's a victim. How dare you?
Absolutely. But it's just like the shit they did on his birthday.
No, this is worse.
It is worse. It is worse.
I,
It's just, I mean, how low can you go with this? I don't understand it.
this is going to be one of those moments like on YouTube history. Like, you remember where you were when Justin was the biggest piece of shit and you thought he couldn't get any worse? Yeah, I'll remember sitting on my couch.
Wow. I'm glad I haven't seen it.
I won't watch it. But I mean,
yeah.
But, I've been calling out, I know it's hard to clip him and he's so boring and everything. And that's why he doesn't get reviewed. I think that's why he is so fucking monotone and boring. Like a corpse.
I can see that. I can see that.
And so he doesn't get clipped and he doesn't get reviewed. Yeah, I'll send clip channels. If y'all want to make the video, I'll send you the clips to where you don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
And anybody that sits in his chat and supports that shit, you're just as big a piece of shit. Don't anybody tell me that you stand for victims or you're an advocate or you care for children. Because you know what? Katie was a child when she went through all that.
Yep. Yep.
But, Kylie Rodney was a child too, wasn't she, Justin?
Mm.
Fucking freak. God, I hate him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I might have to take a little mental health time. I cannot believe that he did that. That is the lowest of absolute low.
Well, it just shows like it's not about Sebastian. It's just about trashing his
It's not
mother
about
more
being
and
a
more.
human. That's not human.
No, it's
That's not. You're a freak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand him at all.
And I thought going after her looks was bad, but to do that, you fucking.
You had
I
to
don't
dig
care
deep
what
Well,
for that
happens to
in
him.
his chat, the shit in his chat was terrible. It was just as bad. Take a little peek at this here.
He just don't get
This
enough
was a
attention.
comment in his fucking chat earlier, just while the interview was playing. Take a look above her tattoo. There's a scar.
What? My gosh.
Yeah. That's a comment in his chat.
Mm-mm-mm.
You got
Here,
the
I'm gonna
screen
pull it
up,
up and show
baby.
you.
If you're showing something, you got the screen up.
Yep. No, I'm not showing anything yet.
I thought her tattoo was beautiful and simple. And like, I think when
I
he's
did
found,
too.
she'll fill it in. She'll fill it in. I do. That's why I think she left it that way. Wasn't tacky like Betty going and getting a
I
tattoo
don't know.
for a kid.
It was a little cross, and I thought it was beautiful.
I did too.
But yeah, here, look at this. This is what was in Justin's fucking chat. This right here. God, he fucking pisses me right the fuck off. This right here. Justin, when they show the picture of the tattoo, look above the tattoo and see if it is a scar. Why? Why does the scar fucking not even matter to you? So
No,
what if
Shirley
there's a
said.
scar? So what? Why are you
Shirley.
fucking observing her goddamn skin around her fucking tattoo, you fucking freak? What are you even doing? You
Well,
wonder why the fuck she don't come out. Why are you fucking looking at the skin around her tattoo?
and this is Shirley, Shirley, with a
See,
purple dot and with an S in it. I want the subs to be called out too. Don't give a fuck.
I agree with that.
here's Tiffany Crockett. I'm sick of her lying ass. What the fuck did she lie about? Tiffany, what did she lie about? News lady definitely ain't buying it. CP closes her eyes too, and that tells on herself. Here's Rhonda West. She needs to go ahead and tell the truth. It's going to come out anyways.
God bless America. That is sad.
See, I think
Natalie
the
from
subs.
CA. But they tore Seth's house apart? Question mark.
They did
What
not.
story did C and K tell Ellie before Seth got to the house that morning? I don't know, Natalie from CA. Why don't we go back through it and find out so we can let you know what it said that morning?
Wow.
Y'all are some twisted fucks, man.
And it's
Look, my
sad
whole
there's that
chest.
many of them out there. That's what's sad.
No, they just go from chat to chat. They go to Justin's, then they go to Butter Bears, and then they go to Betty's, you know, and they say the same shit. It's the same fucking people that just regurgitate this hate. And then they make phone calls to the Bower Sox. Hellfire.
Yeah, that was crazy. I so wish I knew who that was.
Oh, usually it'll come out. It usually always
It
does.
will.
It just
will.
takes a while.
But
It
they
usually just takes
deserve
a
to be
while.
found because that was horrible. I can't imagine having that left on my voicemail.
And
Man.
Justin, I no grace, none whatso fucking ever. I don't care what happens to your real life. I ain't gonna do nothing to you. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. But whenever God touches you, I hope He touches you real good. Sure do. Your YouTube channel, all of it. You are a sick motherfucker. Now
Yeah.
show me one time. Yeah, we've sat over here and laughed over Seth Braids, and we did some math on the shit he put out. And I have a feeling about what he put out about Sebastian. If that makes me a bad person, I'll tell him to his face. That's it. That's all. But to pull up her abuse as a child and weaponize it on today of all days, you motherfucker. Seriously, you are a sick, perverted fuck.
I agree. I mean, some point
I
you should
wouldn't
have.
let you around my dead relative. Stupid ass. Oh, God, I can't stand him. This is
Yeah.
another one. Let's name them off. Kylie Rodney unblurring a video of a girl in a car for 2 weeks to see if she had clothes on, depending on some teenagers. You got the SA victim, alleged SA victim of Jared Lysick. Her down to her damn driver's license number and social security numbers after you left it up for 14 hours and we were all in your chat live telling you to take it down, that you were doxing her. But then you come on and do your apology and cry and get donos. Look at what you did to playing baby music in front of Quentin Simons. And we got Summer Wells. Look how you fucked that shit up. And hey, I got a question for you, Justin. You keep screaming criminal, 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 criminal. Katie's gonna be arrested. Bitch, I thought the Wells were supposed to be arrested three years ago. I thought the grand jury was meeting about them. You can't get dick right. But I don't think you have a dick. Because you sure
Well,
as hell ain't no damn. How would you like it, Justin? I was seriously with my whole chest. How would you like it? Because accidents happen, things happen, kids run away. I don't know how old your kids are, but you know what? God bless them. I pray angels all around them because with you as an example, fuck. How would you like it? You've gone on Josh's and talked about some fucked up shit in your life when you were a kid. How would you like it if people dug up your shit and put it on here? How would you like that? It goes both ways there, bro.
Well, then we got this motherfucker right here doing dumbass shit like this for when his fucking live goes on and starts. He would have turned 16.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. And you pushed Jose, a man, to take his own life. Now, his mental health is on him, but his family said, hey, he cannot do this. He told you, hey, I cannot do this. And
Well, his kids said he couldn't do it.
it.
He said he couldn't do it. He told them both he couldn't do it. He told ICU and Justin he couldn't do it. He told them both. Told them both. He said that he was not mentally stable enough to be coming on here and dealing with this.
Clip channels, reach out to me. I'll watch this motherfucking fool, and I'll give you timestamps, and all you got to do is just go clip it for me. I'm done.
Rock New York, I commented back to you in the comment section as well. Angie J, thank you for becoming a new member. I don't know. I mean, everybody has their opinions, right? Everybody's allowed to have their other opinions, their different opinions. That's fine. But I feel like they're just the
Justin was reaching on this one. Sorry. Just to be vile and hateful. I haven't seen what
DK, you're up here with us. How are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, hello. This is Danielle.
Yeah, can you hear me,
hi.
love? You up here?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay, how are
I
you?
just want to say that one thing I want to comment about, because I do really love this channel, because I feel like I respect Queen Bee, that how you have seem to have a unbiased, for the most part, like you give everyone a fair opportunity to present their side. I think it's really interesting to me, because I of course I peruse YouTube a lot, and I don't have cable. I actually pay for premium. I love it. I
Right.
enjoy watching streamers, and
You know what? There's a lot of people that do. There's a lot of people who've done that. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I probably would. If I didn't have kids, I would too.
Yeah, and I don't. I got a 4-legged kid, a black lab, but that's
Right.
it.
Right. So yeah, that's how it works. I mean,
Yeah. So but I choose to watch your channel because I do appreciate, the fact that you give everyone, you got your niche, and it's a great thing. But one thing I want to bring up here about these phone calls is that I think it's really interesting that psychic Donna Serafina,
oh, they went live tonight. I'm gonna go over that. I was
Yes.
but hey, I
Well,
wanted
I
to
just
say
wanna
this.
say
Me and Donna Serafina, I mean, I don't believe in her stuff, but me and Sweetie Pie Love, we've always gotten along. But then she decided to rev her little fucking mouth up just about a week ago, talking about she wants to dig into my finances. So I got a fucking bone
I
to
didn't
pick
even
with
know
her
about
ass.
any of that. I didn't know
Yeah, I
about
got a
any of
fucking
that.
serious bone to pick with that bitch.
Oh, I didn't even know about any of that, but I just
No,
want to
you're
say,
okay. I'm just letting you know. Nobody really did, because I mean, I don't really bring it up like that. I just actually seen it. It was brought to
but
my attention.
my
All was
spidey
said.
senses went up. Like you know what I mean? Like my virtual spidey senses went up, because I'm like, something's weird with this whole part. In my opinion, this whole partnership with this Lauren.
Lorla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Low. Yeah, whatever, in Arizona.
Sweetie Pie Low. Sweetie. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sweetie
Sweetie
Pie
Pie
Low.
Low, yes. It just seems, I feel a little bit deceived by that whole thing. And the phone calls, and I'm like, well, and because then she puts on there earlier on that release, that timely release with the Don and Serafina's thing, is that, oh yeah, well, Lo says, oh yeah, well, by the way, because I make my phone calls. Well, who else do you know can just make phone calls to people randomly? It's totally suspect, in my opinion, and I very suspect of that whole thing. And I, as a YouTube consumer, like content consumer, I this is my primary entertainment when I'm not working as a nurse. and I appreciate streamers and I appreciate the content, but but I feel a little bit deceived by that kind of stuff, and it's just really frustrating. So that's all I want to say.
Well, and you know what, honey? Did you know that Reverend Donna Serafina was actually one of the first people to talk to Seth and tell him where to go search at?
No.
Yeah. So he was searching in that place 3 hours away because she told him to go search there.
Yeah, no, I did not know that. And I could have a personal bias, potentially against being in favor of her, but I'm being honest. I try and look at things as objectively as possible. But I actually paid for a reading from Donna Serafina. I think it was $300 or $400.
Whoa.
And, yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Did she know anything? Was anything correct, or did she?
Looking back, I think she played on. I can see how she probably just played on my vulnerabilities, and it was, which I think could easily happen with anyone. But I want to just.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
And I'm a registered nurse too, Roro. So hey, I'm right here.
I'm a nurse too, there, sister. Me and Roro.
If anybody needs CPR, we got you.
Good
Queen,
Lord.
I'm gonna hot down. I'm getting a headache. I'm gonna hot down.
But I just wanted to share that with everyone. So thank you, Queen, for letting
Well, I
me know.
appreciate that. Thank you for coming up, baby. Thank you for sharing
Yep.
that. And
Thank
you know what?
you.
We'll go over it too.
Okay,
Have a
I'll
good
sign
one.
out. I'll sign out, but you guys keep talking.
All right, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We got Miss Hartley. She's we got a video here she made earlier, and it says Bullhorn Betty lies like the devil.
I love her videos. They're so
She
funny.
lies like the devil. We're gonna watch it because I know this is gonna be funny as hell.
Left onto Creekview Court. Then turn right onto Kentucky 245 South.
So we're going to downtown
Take the next
Bardstown.
right onto Kentucky 245 South, East Town Road
The
Boulevard.
sun's right in my eyes. We're going downtown Bardstown, then we're going to the sheriff's department, and then we're going to go and drive all of the places that have happened in the Crystal Rogers case.
Continue on Kentucky 245 South for half a mile.
So I'm trying to run because when I try to record and run the maps, it doesn't work well on my phone. So I'm running the maps off another phone so I can let you guys see what's going on. But I figured, where does it all start? It really does start at Bardstown Police Department. Why? But we're going downtown first so you guys can get a lay of the land. And it's a very cute area here. The population is a little over 13,000 people in 2024 census. So there's a lot of crime in Bardstown that has happened. There's a lot of crime that's happened in Bardstown for 13,000 people. I mean,
1,000 feet. Use the right two lanes to turn right onto US 150 West Springfield Road.
And I'm looking at the timeline.
All you can hear is the dog whining the entire fucking time.
And then she's about to flip him. Like, the poor dog just gets flipped. She is pitiful. I cannot.
Look, Asai says, yeah, what is this trip? My ratings are super legit. Try one today. If you buy 5 up front, the 6th one is free. I promise. Like I said, though, she was trying to give Seth directions on where to go search. We're going to go watch her interview. For their 1 year thing.
And it appears Jason Ellis.
At the light, use the right two lanes to turn right onto US 150 West Springfield Road.
Okay, let's shut that up. I'll look at the map. It all started in 2013 with Jason Ellis, and then less than a year, the Netherlands were unalived. The mother was shot, but the 16-year-old daughter was very, very personal. Okay, come here.
Nothing like flipping your fucking dog up out of the bed onto your lap and knocking the phone down.
I mean, like, my goodness, poor Delilah.
Fuck, she yanked that goddamn dog up. Get the fuck over here.
I'm surprised that thing has not bitten her.
Gosh, dang, man. Gosh.
Wow. Wow. There's nothing else you can say. Wow. Wow. My goodness. Queen, what in the world? You take good care of Duke.
Guys,
And
listen.
Beacon's not here, but I'm glad you take good care of him and all your other dogs. That poor dog, bless her heart.
Oh, man, let me tell you. Ain't no way. Yeah, she was driving when she yanked the dog up, but gosh dang, the dog's been whining the entire time.
Delay, let me pull over. Delay, will not shut up. Jesus. So let me just put her in my lap real quick. Sure. Caught the
Nothing like
camera.
put your life and everybody else is at risk because you decided to take your fucking dog, Big Lips. Speaking of, look at her post.
Betty. You're filming while
Speaking
you're driving.
of, look, I think somebody might be feeling nice tonight. I think somebody might be feeling a little tipsy. A little 3 sheets in the wind, baby. Like, yo, look at her post. Yo, Lips, admit if I wasn't here, your income would tank. Where? My income rotates on you being in Kentucky. Are you serious? Just like your frivolous fucking lawsuit has some effect on it too, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wow.
She was feeling big bad. I said, damn, you must be drunk.
She wakes up mad every day. She needs to figure out
You
something.
feeling that whiskey, huh? Because guess what? You're not talented and have to show real talent. Who's the real talent? Questions I need answered. What real talent am I showing? Not you, criminal. A little criminal out on a $20,000 bond. Little Skid Row.
Out here searching for a little boy. Bitch, sit down all the way down in a small chair and give me the dog. Give me your dog. I need your dog.
And I hope the leg bends and breaks back on your ass.
It would be nice to see that happen as well. But give me that dog and you sit all the way the fuck down.
Give me that dog. Give me that dog.
Give me that dog. Give me that dog. My God.
Give me that dog.
I can't stand her. Queen, I hate her. I just hate her. I'm glad to...
Give me that dog. Who even are you?
Give me that dog. Yep, give me that dog. You sit all the fuck.
You know that thing. Just give me that dog.
Give me that dog.
Give me that dog.
Sorry, I'm glad it was amusing.
Cheesy.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Does she realize that you get people in your chat whether you're talking about her or not?
Give me that dog.
Sorry. That'll be a good. Yep, I gotcha.
Oh fuck.
Hi guys, by the way.
I mean, my paycheck revolves all the way around Betty.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I get my AdSense. You guys listen, I get my AdSense check on the 20th of every month like everybody else. And it's all about, I mean, I only get paid because Betty, that's it.
I was gonna say, do you thank Betty every time you cash that check?
Yeah, you only send super chats because of Betty.
Only give memberships because of
You guys
Betty.
only give memberships because of Betty.
Betty.
Give me that dog.
Give me that dog. I'm sorry.
Give me that dog.
Well, you know, I said it the way I said it. Sometimes I talk that way.
Oh, fat lips. I'm running my fat lips tonight. Ooh, she's mad. She is triggered by my fat lips.
Oh, I still don't understand that. What is she talking about?
How's your vacation, Cheesy? I'm jealous.
Oh, are you on vacation, Cheesy? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm still here. You can. I don't know if it's too noisy here, but you can hear the ocean. But
I love it. I was so close when I seen that picture. I'm like, give me that vacation, Cheesy.
I know. The thing is I bought me and my husband got one-way tickets because we weren't sure how long we were going to stay. So might be gone for a couple more weeks yet. We're really enjoying it down here.
Good for you.
We don't usually go on vacations like this, so we're splurging.
You definitely deserve it.
Yeah, we're splurging. We don't usually. I mean, like our kind of vacations are like going camping and stuff like that. You know, for a weekend or whatever. We don't go on big
big vacations like this a lot. So
Right.
Well,
this
you deserve
usually
it.
isn't my thing, really, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I told my husband, I says, I could probably see myself living down here.
Wow.
Yes, baby. Ass in the sand, glass in our hand, baby. Hell yeah.
That's why I was telling my daughter when I was talking to her earlier, I go, yeah, I'm kind of like chilled to the bone. And she goes, why? I says, well, because I was on the beach all day today. And I said, it was really windy and I'm just like chilled right to the bone. She goes, oh, you poor thing. I just
Did
spent
you
the
get
whole day on the beach.
sunburned?
That was all I did today.
Did you get burned though?
No, it really wasn't that hot. I got a little sunburn on my knee, but that was about it.
Oh, good.
Shit.
Yeah.
I've gotten some bad sunburns from feeling like it's cool and laying on the beach. And then all of a sudden I go back up to the hotel. I'm like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
burnt. I'm burnt. Oh,
Yeah, I
but I'm
didn't feel
happy for
this
you.
earlier, and I thought my face got a little windburned. It might have gotten a little sunburned, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll see tomorrow.
What do you
Look,
think
here,
about
look,
all this,
in this
Cheesy?
clip, she says, hey there, Delilah. What's it like living with Betty? You're 1,000 miles from, and it's real shitty. It's true, she smells.
Oh, me. Bless that dog.
Just like poo. It's true. Oh, man.
What do you
After all
think,
you've been through
Cheesy?
this past year, you deserve the nice break in the sun and the sand. Cheesy Weezy. Enjoy every minute of it. Pineapple set.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, love.
What were
What do
you
you-
saying, Southernish?
I was like, what do you think about this today?
The
Like,
interview, did you watch it?
I
been a
was
year.
watching that interview with you guys, and yeah, it just breaks my heart. My heart was just broken for Katie. My heart is broken for all three of them. Beth,
Yeah.
Katie, and Chris. I mean, Seth is a dumbass. He's being an idiot and whatever. I'm hoping that it's just because he's father of a missing child and is not thinking straight. I try to give him grace all the time, but God, it's so hard, because he just keeps screwing up. And he allows these people to attack Katie. He allows these people to disparage his son's name. It's really hard to give him grace, but my prayers go out to all three of them, honestly, because I just can't even imagine what they're going through.
I agree with that. Like, I mean, I do feel bad for Seth in ways, but I mean, I don't know how you can stand by and listen to somebody call your child defective and
Right.
then even go through the stuff that like they brought up. And it's like at some point, I just don't understand that kind of hatred towards your ex-wife who brought this child into the world to begin with.
Right.
It blows my mind. It does. But I do feel bad for all of them. Katie just always seems to get the short end of the stick, Like they attack her for her looks. I mean, if she had been interviewed all year long, it would have been nothing that would have benefited for her because you have too many people coming at her, It's just heartbreaking.
It is. It is so heartbreaking. I feel so bad. I saw her face was all red, and but she's normally red anyways because she's a redhead. Their faces are a little more red anyways. But and I feel so bad for her. I mean, I just can see the pain in her face, and I knew as soon as she stopped herself when she said about the 16th birthday. I knew people were going to attack her, and sure enough, right on Facebook, I put it in Discord. I screenshotted it. Sure enough, somebody's attacking her about it. It's like, really, people? Can't you just give her a couple of days? Just give her this time to,
Yeah. I mean,
just
take a day off
leave
from
her
Katie.
alone for a while,
Yeah. I mean, my gosh, it's hard. It is sad. It's so sad.
Yeah, I was listening while I was on the beach today. Well, you're live earlier when you were playing. Betty was saying how she won't give Nick Barris the time of day and blah blah blah, and stuff. And I was like, yeah, because he won't interview you.
She
Right.
acted like
It's
she was
not your
so
choice. He doesn't
important.
want to talk to you, probably.
She acted like I'm so important. I'm not going to deal with him. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Betty. All right. My goodness, she can't even take care of her dog in the car. Mm-mm-mm.
For
Sad.
anybody that doesn't know, thank you, Holly. You're being really sweet. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm saying, Greg came up and just dropped this for us. Let me put this on for you real quick. So when we're talking about this, can I pet your dog? This here. This is what it is.
No. No, he's sleeping. No. No. No, he's sleeping.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Me and my
Can I pet
daughter
that
do that.
dog?
Me and my daughter do that all the time. When we see a cute dog, we're like, "Oh, can I pet your dog?"
Can I pet your dog? Can I pet that dog?
I probably do say that. Can I pet your dog? Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet
Bless
that
him.
dog?
Can I pet that dog?
I
I
did
wanted
that
Betty
twice
to
today.
sit down in a chair, and I just wanted her to give me that dog. Give me the dog.
That's what made me think, get that Dugan.
I know.
Get that Dugan. Listen, I miss some of the girls in that intro. That's why I keep it. That's why I still play it. Because I miss some of the girls in there.
Oh, me.
So yeah, this is the Reverend Serafina. See, I used to like Sweetie Pie Low, but first we got some issues now. That's for sure, Jack. So anyhow, part 3, possible description of the kill. Sebastian Rogers and Reverend Donna Serafina. Sweetie Pie Ho. Donna is one of the few mediums I trust on YouTube. No. In my opinion, no. Nope. Not a trustable medium in my opinion.
No.
From my understanding, we better pump this up to 1.75 because it's slow as shit.
She is a wonderful, very talented, very amazing, gifted medium. And she has been working on the Sebastian Rogers case.
So, trigger warning because, yeah. She goes all the way there, just so y'all know. You know what happened to my membership? No, if you got gifted one, they fall off after every 30 days. You have to purchase your own or wait to get gifted another one.
Really, since absolute beginning, Donna. Really.
Right. Within a couple of weeks of seeing another YouTuber sitting there talking about Sebastian every day, I just shared it to my YouTube just to help him get the word out. And then I decided to do a reading on Sebastian.
Yeah, I was thinking about it last night. I was like, when did I become aware of Sebastian Rogers?
So the last thing I really knew about Donna Serafina was that she said she was the one who found Tylee and JJ, and they refused to give her the reward.
Oh, I didn't know
She said
that.
she deserves the reward. And she was extremely upset because they didn't give her the reward for it, and she's the one who said where they were allegedly.
She's nuts.
Yeah. So that was right. She did not. She did not. So she was extremely upset about that. Betty's green screen says, "Help me, do bish. The bish is gone. Come move me, please."
The bitch
So
is
this is why I quit
gone.
watching Sweetie Pie Low. She used to cover the facts. Rev is a fraudster. Yeah, there's a lot of people who believe Reverend Donna Serafina to the right is a fraudster, and that Sweetie Pie Low on the left is helping push her narrative and her bullshit.
I didn't like Sweetie Pie Low from the Summer Wells case even.
Yeah, but she wasn't really that bad back then. I mean, she even came up here. Like she came up here, and we didn't really have any issues at all. And then we did, and now we really do.
See, and I'm new to all of this, so
Honestly,
like I've finally covered an entire case with y'all, and like the only time I ever heard of Sweetie Pie Low was when T-Red was going off on Seth about you've been with like on her channel too, like Sweetie Pie Low. I was like, who is that? But yeah, I don't know anything else about her except I don't like what she said recently. I did watch that. Let me correct that.
I'm not sure, Barbie. Then you'll have to either email me or email YouTube and see if what's going on with it. I have no control over it, so I can't. There's not really much I can do, baby. All right, let's keep it moving. Here we go.
I think it was you that told me about that case, and you were having people, excuse me, recommend that you work on it. And then I think you gave it some deep thought, talked to Seth, and then I was like, okay, I want to look into it too. And that's when I started making phone calls like I do in.
And she said she talked to Seth. Did you just hear that?
Pretty much every case that we cover, I always try to find out something, right?
Right.
And then we came together and we started talking about it. And we though we have been quiet for the last several months, it's been, we've both been going through our own stuff. And it's not because we didn't want to be here. It's because honestly, it turned into a big drama fest. And there's nothing.
With Sebastian?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've been hearing about it. Have you been hearing about it?
I don't listen when it starts turning into the gossip. So how I feel is every case has the same pattern. You could lay it down on every case where when there's information that comes out, a lot of YouTubers talk about the information. And then when the information.
Oh, in my opinion, this is a big old grift. The whole psychic bullshit is a big ass grift.
Oh, definitely.
And they hit true crime fucking hard because people have missing loved ones, murdered loved ones, hurt loved ones that have passed on, people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? They're vulnerable as fuck.
And they're desperate to find an answer. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you got these ladies here, sweet voices, all pretty look. Well, not the one on the right. Anyhow, you know what I'm saying? Trying to sell you a fucking nightmare. Try to sell a dream, but it's really a fucking nightmare.
Well, like I said,
you heard that girl say she paid her $400 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
$400.
Well, like I said before with Seth, if he is not involved,
maybe 400. I'll tell you about your history too. Y'all ask, did your grandpa pass? Yeah. Was his name Fred? No, his name was John. Oh, okay. So John, well, John says he loves you very much. John really misses you. That's the shit they do.
Yep.
There'll be a subset of YouTubers that either makes up stories that out of thin air or just gossips and tears people's lives apart. And I don't even watch that. So I did watch the Lore Lodge interview the other day. And and I just felt like I could see the devastation and despair. I mean, with Seth Rogers.
I forgot to tell you guys, these are Seth Simps. These are Seth Simps, in my opinion.
And the father of Sebastian, and he's been looking for his son, just running himself. You could tell he's devoid of energy and just very depressed. And I just felt, I feel like crying even talking about, I identify with this sadness, and I'm very, very,
fuck Katie. Just
produce those tears, honey, because that man has not been searching. Okay? He's not.
Right. He ain't searched since last year. Shit.
Stop that. Stop it.
Right. Seth Sims from the motherfucking start. Sweetie Pie was one of the first on the disinformation timeline. Sure was. She sure was. Look, we prefer B. Tim Sims.
sorry that he's in that position. And even worse when other YouTubers make up gossip just to get clickbait, clicks and baits and this and that. Although, on the other hand, even though it's such a horrible thing, I can't even say, it's kind of sickening, but it does keep the name out there. But still, it's just, I think it goes a little over the edge when a person is truly looking for their missing child, and people are just trying to tear their lives apart. It's just uncalled for.
Yeah, exactly. Look what they're doing to Katie right now and Chris, and they search way more than Seth does.
But y'all don't care about that, right?
No. We're gonna assume because they don't come on YouTube for Ask Pats and Super Chats. We're just gonna pretend like they don't search at all.
Yeah.
But Seth is in your face, so y'all tend to believe his bullshit more.
Wow.
Also, her production has seemed to really take off. Huh. Pretty odd, huh?
Right. And you know,
Fucking
there's an
odd.
important point to make about all this. And that is, if Seth was such a Chester the molester, why would Katie have left her son with him in his custody every other weekend? Right?
They went to court. They went to
Yeah.
fucking court. She had no choice but to send her son with him. And I don't believe Katie's the one who said he was a Chester molester. I don't believe she's ever came out and said that. Not one time has she said that.
She's never said anything bad about him.
Nope.
Neither has Chris.
They've always been positive about him. They've had to
Right.
baby him, basically parent him. And you know what, Sweetie Pie Love? You're wrong on all of that. He still had to have rights to have his kid around him. So, yeah, he had to go there. Doesn't mean Katie was okay with it or great with
Didn't mean
it.
she liked it.
I mean, I do that with my own damn kids. I don't like them going to their dad.
If-
You know
if you-
what? Just shut up, ma'am. And your leopard, whatever you're wearing. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet now.
We're truly concerned. If he was, let's say, a predator, like certain people allege, she wouldn't have trusted to have her son in his care. Like,
Oh, see, and I didn't even hear about that. I heard them asking Seth how old Katie was. He said he didn't start. She was over 18 when he started going out with her.
Okay.
And I think, what is he, about 10 years older, maybe 8 years
I believe
older?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 10 years older than her. And
and
he
hold on.
says in the interview, as soon as Aiden asks him, he says, what does he say? 21, 22, something like that. Then he rolls his eyes and he's like, why are we even talking about this? Can we just get back to Sebastian?
And this lady over here is a psychic, right? She should know. Shouldn't she?
Right.
So
She's
what
a
the fuck
psychic.
is
She should have known that was a fucking lie. I mean,
should
come
have
on
known.
now.
Shut up, ma'am. Sit down.
She should know all this is a lie. But
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was on a rant.
It's substantial. Like 10 years maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you're around, like my boyfriend, when I was 21, was 7 years older. I think that's pretty normal. And the fact of the matter is, what does that have to do with who murdered, or excuse me, why this child is missing?
Right.
And that to me is the focus, but then you don't have segment after segment after segment on a daily basis unless you've got drama and gossip and hearsay. And they're really, some people, and I don't mean the YouTubers, I mean the people behind the disappearance of Sebastian, may be trying to feed out this information to divert attention away from what really matters, which is, in my opinion, seeing the mugshots of Terry Bowersocks, Kathy Bowersocks, Chris Proudfoot, Katie Proudfoot, and
the mugshots.
Well, we're not going to list off the mugshots that we've seen of Nick with At Night Media, or Betty, or Tony's, or I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to list off any of those. We're not going to. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dog the
We'll
bounty
list
hunter.
off the ones that you don't sent for. That's right.
Danny Guy. I think I would like to see a news segment with their mugshots, but I'm not saying they did anything. I'm just saying that's what I would like out of all this. Just tearing some. Can you imagine? I would just tell you, I saw my daughter in the morgue. Her body was blue. She was beaten. She was, in fact, unrecognizable. When they first found her, they couldn't even identify her. The only way they identified her was that they found a purse with her ID like 10 feet away, and there was a tattoo. She had a small tattoo. And even then, I hung up on them, and I just said, she trusts everyone. Probably someone stole her purse. And it was either the cops or the coroner. I hung up on them and went and laid on the bed, just went into shock. And so if you imagine that Seth has been going through this, just Seth is a person that moved across the country.
As a mother experiencing that, you have no sympathy for Katie right now?
When did she become a psychic? Was it after she lost her mind? After whatever
Yeah,
happened
it was
to her
after.
daughter?
Yes, it was after she lost her daughter. Yes.
Of course. So now she sees shit and makes up shit, and
Yeah,
she wants to.
Somebody
shame
accused
people.
her that she got into a big fight with somebody because they said basically that's exactly what happened. She wouldn't, as a way to process what happened to her daughter, she now is like this psychic medium or whatever.
That's what this sounds like. That's
Yeah.
exactly what this sounds like. I've never seen this lady in my life.
Moved
Okay.
across country that Katie and Chris paid for.
Sure did. Got him a job.
He moved because they paid for it. But you're psychic. You should know that, right?
country.
Yeah.
And rebuilt his entire life so that he could have a relationship with his son. He's a person that has spent his days off.
Because California changed the laws. Did you guys not watch Pascal? Because we can play that again if you want.
We sure can. We can roll that
Duper's
back.
Delight.
We can
Duper's
sing
Delight.
it
That's exactly
again.
what this is, in my opinion. Duper's Delight.
Yeah, Seth said himself that
building
he
this
wanted them to
relationship.
move out to California. He said it
Y'all been
himself.
gone out. Y'all been out the circus too long.
Man. What were you saying, Roro? I mean, Cheesy. Sorry.
He
You
said
were saying-
Seth said himself that he wanted them to move.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
did. He sure did.
Yep, he said the laws had changed in California, and he said it. I mean, I can pull the string right now.
I think we're all educated bees over here. We probably don't even need to see that, but we can play it.
Exactly.
I mean-
Sunrisa ran from Cali because of the 10-year law, and he says it himself.
He sure did.
And he would have been, more than likely he'd have gotten himself in trouble if he wouldn't have moved, in my opinion. But again, Donna Serafina she's a psychic. She should know this.
Taking his son on hobbies and to different things. And it's just like, he's devastated. And will he even survive this? I mean, Sebastian is his life.
I know so much. And I worry about his health.
I do too.
That stress, that constant stress, it's not good for you at all. It's
I do
very
too.
sad. Well, I want to say thank you so much for everybody that's here today with Donna and I. And for those who are not familiar with Donna and I, with Donna. So how I became acquainted with her was back in 2020. There was this case, it's called the Lori Vallow case. There were 2 missing kids out of Rexburg, Idaho. That wasn't where they were originally from, but that's where their mom had brought them. And they were missing. Nobody could figure out what had happened to these kids. So January of that year, when we knew like absolutely nothing about this case, except there was missing kids, Donna took the leap of faith, whatever you want to call it, and she decided to see what she could pick up about that case. Well, right out of the gate, you saw just how grisly, gruesome, grotesque, awful this case was, that these kids had been just dealt with in the most egregious way, dismembered, burned, wrapped in duct tape. I mean, the whole bit. And Donna picked that up in a, what was it, hour and 9-minute clip, Donna, your first reading. And you got every single detail that ended up coming out in court. Actually, it came out when the kids were found by the FBI, like 4 or 5 months later. And then once the preliminary trial came, or preliminary hearing came for Chad Daybell, that's when our heads were blown. We're like, whoa, Donna said this. She said this about the necklace. I mean, every detail, unreal. She could have, I still wish there was like a Netflix series to be done on just how remarkable and bizarre that was.
It was a very shocking case. And the reality is my daughter did bring me the victims. I mean, these 4 victims were in my house. Actually, I think there's 5, but the known ones were in my house for constantly over a period of 4 months. And I mean, it was the scariest.
Wait, what?
What? Hang on. Now, ma'am, then you should be able to
Wait.
find
They
Sebastian.
walked around her house? Oof.
Yeah, they walked around her house. Not all of them, just some of them. I mean, what the? My God.
What the hell?
Exactly. Cheesy. Like, what in the world is she talking about?
Cabby said, stop it. So, hold on. I got to take this back for a second. Hold on.
It was very shocking.
Let me slow this down and actually listen to what the fuck she just said.
Case. And the reality is my daughter did bring me the victims. I mean, these 4 victims were in my house. Actually, I think there's 5, but the known ones were in my house for constantly over a period of 4 months. And I mean, it was the scariest reading I ever did about that Tylee. If I saw all those visions, how shocking and the odds of someone really doing that, I would never have even uploaded it. I would have figured it was a trickster spirit or something like that. But because my daughter in spirit, who is in spirit, had brought Tylee to me for help, is the only reason I took that leap of faith and sent that out there. And so originally that first reading called Tylee, Ryan, Most Important, wasn't even meant for the public. I wasn't even knowing that I was going to have this YouTube channel blow up. It was to send the link to multiple. They didn't even know what state the kids were in. So
What the fuck?
I spent the whole next day sending letters to law enforcement in multiple states. So yeah, it was the most shocking reading to that point that I had ever done.
Oh, absolutely. And you could tell while listening to it that this was probably the shock of your life, to see something play out in front of your own eyes, like, because you're psychically channeling it. I bet you just couldn't believe what you even saw. And do you feel that way sort of like about the Sebastian Rogers, what you've channeled and picked up so far?
Well, on the Lori Vallow case, I actually saw demonic activity, and I had never seen that before.
Okay.
And there, I believe there was Satanism in this Summer Wells case, but I didn't see the actual demons. I just saw the people that are like worshiping Satan. But on the Lori Vallow case, like I saw a demon when they were cooking Tylee on that fire and burning her. I saw a demon go across the yard and go right into Lori.
Oh.
And I'd never seen anything like. I mean, I've done a couple thousand readings.
Whoa! What?
Oh, ma'am.
Where's the holy water? Where's the fucking holy water? My God.
Anybody that barely watched the Lori Vallow thing knew that it was Satanism. They could figure that out real quick. You're not brilliant. But, like, what are you talking about? You keep saying that your daughter brought these people to your home. Only 4 of them, not 5. Okay. All right. I'm not even going to say it. You just sound dumb as shit. And it's good that you're a psychic.
Well, the devil's a lie. The devil's a lie.
Well, the
What's
devil
up,
is a
Pelican
lie,
Mama?
and I'm on that screenshot. I'm on it. I'm one of the devil's foot soldiers. Jeez.
I
Where
think
was the
when her
devil
kid
worship?
died, that maybe she lost her fucking mind.
I think so too, and honestly.
And it's really sad. Like, it's really heartbreaking because I believe that she really believes these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that she's just lying. I think that she seriously needs to get some mental health. And I hate to say it like that, but it's sad.
Well, she might, but like, my goodness, don't be a psychic and act like you're directing criminal cases and like you're very important. I'm
Oh, I
sorry that
agree.
happened to your child. My goodness gracious, ma'am, you need some help.
I agree. Like, serious help. Like, maybe you need to go like to a grieving counselor, mental ward, do all the things as Roro says.
Wow.
Like, it's really heartbreaking. It really is. Like, I couldn't imagine losing my kid. And I think that I would lose my fucking mind. Literally, I think I would go insane. But I don't think that I would go and try to make other families believe things about their kids that I didn't know for sure actually happened. Like, even if I was a psychic or if they're real, I would never do what she's doing, because at the end of the day, if she's lost her kid, she can relate with Katie to some point as a mother. And for her to get on here and do what she's doing is just fucking sickening.
Yeah, because she can't relate to Katie. She can't relate to anything with Sebastian, which is weird. If you're a psychic, can't you, what, do you only have like certain powers? Or are you directed? You're directed, honey. You're directed. If you wanted to find Sebastian and help find Sebastian, you could. You're not a psychic. You have issues and you need to sit down. Sorry. It's my
And where
opinion.
was the devil worshipping in Summer Wells?
Yeah, I wondered that myself. Like, I've never heard that. I knew it with
Yeah,
Lori
that
Vallow.
was another bullshit, you know.
My goodness.
At least, and I'd never seen demonic activity, and I saw actual demonic activity in there, and it was so scary. And like, if you listen to that first reading, I actually stopped in the middle and I started praying. I was so scared. That's how scared I was. And I keep saying in there, nobody would ever do this. Nobody would ever do this, you know. And I had no idea. Like, did demons hijack my reading? Like, what's going on? And I started praying, and then I continued the reading. So
Yeah, and you said, I hope I'm wrong and that they're just at their grandma's house. That's what you said in the reading. And it was like the most exact, accurate, like my mind is forever blown because of that. And that's why I trust you with these cases the way I do. And I have faith in you that you can, if anybody can figure it out, I feel like it's you. Because
Yeah.
I've seen you do it before a number of times, actually.
Yeah. And I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
By the way, Donna, you look so beautiful. I love your hair and just like, yeah, you look so pretty. Just
Thank you.
Well, you know what both of you guys do. I won't say anything terrible. You guys, I mean, but goddamn.
They're both really pretty. They're both very ignorant, but that's okay. You can be
Yep.
pretty and ignorant.
And I don't
That's
think
right.
I don't think a
You know
demon
what? My
hijacked
hair.
her breathing. I think a demon hijacked her brain.
Well, I just think it's trauma. You know what I'm saying? And this is maybe her way of processing that her daughter is gone or that she lost her daughter. But to, you know what I'm saying, to involve other people and other families in your, you know what I'm saying, in your way of dealing with your trauma is, because I mean, she's not the only psychic medium out here. She's not the only one that does this stuff and says this kind of shit. You know what I mean? But I do think the trauma of losing her daughter has
made her like
you know,
this.
this is, exactly.
And I
And
feel
this is a
bad
way
for her.
maybe of her,
I feel bad for
maybe
her
a way
for
of her
losing her
processing,
child.
maybe her way of processing what happened,
Yeah, but instead she's dragging other families through.
Right. And that's the bad part. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like she's saying, my daughter brought me these, brought me these people, like, but she's saying demons and stuff like that when these are little kids. You know what I'm saying? They're allegedly Tylee and JJ. You know what I mean? So she's like, did demons take over my reading? So you're saying, you're telling me that Tylee and JJ look like demons? I mean, like, what? These are these fucking kids, bro. What do you do? These are innocent children.
Yeah. I don't understand all that shit, honestly.
I don't believe in all that bullshit. I just don't.
I don't either. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't believe this.
Not when it comes to that. I mean, gosh dang, man. Don't get me wrong. Psychic mediums do, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just like, damn, there's things are too, it's too awkward to not be true. You know what I mean? But
Queen, we all have intuition. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think you can take that and spin it in a lot of ways. And if it works out
But
for
to
you,
say you
good.
were so scared that you had to pray because your daughter brought these demons in and you thought demons overtook your reading and that these spirits lived with you and they, were brought to you and no, baby, I think something else might be going on.
Something else is going on. There we go. Yep.
But when my husband was on drugs, he seen shit that wasn't there. And I hate to say it like that. Like he really did, not my husband now, my ex-husband.
Right.
But he was like, oh my God, he really had the monkey on his back. And I ended up having to leave him, divorce him because of that shit right there. So when people talk about crazy shit like that, that's the first thing I think of is that drug induced and maybe people just don't ever come out of it because he's clean now, but he still sees shit that ain't there, my daughter says. And so it makes me wonder,
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
Is it something that's happened in the past with drugs and now she's just having these visions because
or maybe even mental, the trauma.
Well, I mean, she shut it probably down when her child died. And then it's just like, but this is just not normal. This is not normal. And don't interject yourself in missing children. My goodness. My gracious. This is sad. I've never seen this before.
Well, I mean, and the title of this is called Possible Description of Killer. Sebastian Rogers. Like, come on, man. And it's part 3. So there's 2 other fucking parts to this. Here we go.
My hair finally grew out. That horror.
So for starters, as a disclaimer, we're going to do our best to not name names, just what you saw. Is that right, Donna? Is that where
that's what we're going to do? And also, I just want people to know, consider this on the level of a dream. These are visions.
Right.
And then I try to interpret the visions, and they're not always going to be right. I mean, if someone tells you, like,
Hey, best friend.
Hey, best friend.
What you doing,
Hey,
Biddy?
Cappy.
I can't stand her, dude. I swear to God. I like can't ever keep my mouth shut when she comes up, or I mean, like that community in general when it comes to true crime, but her
Right.
specifically because she's like the main one that everybody worships and everything. And like, listen, I would believe that this was her coping mechanism through her trauma if she was talking about her own story and not profiting from it. But in my opinion, she's a big ass fucking charlatan who's fucking pulling like a con, dude. Like, this is her game.
I agree.
Straight up.
I agree with you on that for sure.
You know, and
Absolutely.
she was talking about her case and what happened to her daughter, which obviously, like, you know, fucking that's horrible that happened, right? But that doesn't like make it like I'm not just gonna sit here and shut up and give her a pass on the fuck shit she pulls, like the Satanism and Wells case. What are you even fucking talking about, woman?
Yeah.
Like, knock it off. I don't know about the other case with the Satanism, but that is such a fucking like weirdo, like scare tactic thing. Like, I don't know. And she implied like other stuff with the Wells case too. It just really pissed me off. It really made me mad. But I just don't buy it. Like, she obviously has trauma and suffered a horrible tragedy, but that doesn't make what she does okay or real. You know?
She's the one that gave those maps to Betty too in the Summerwells case when Betty was out there and found that dirt patch, which was probably a dog or something. But
Yeah, found nothing. I don't believe for 1 second that she didn't research the absolute fuck out of the Vallow case. I don't. I just don't.
And that
And
was an easy case to really try to, you know what I mean? Like
right.
maneuver it around because I mean,
There were
I'm not
like,
psychic. I can figure
you
that out.
know,
There's some
she got
weird stuff
lucky on a
going
few
on.
things, I think. I didn't get to see all of it. Like, I don't even know if that video is still up that she made, but um I don't know, man. Just it's ridiculous to me.
Well,
I cannot
sad.
stand her, and I cannot stand that sweetie pie bitch.
Well, I don't
Like,
like it
she
either.
plays like she's so nice and everything, and then she wants to fucking talk about Queen like the way she talked about her. Fuck off.
I don't know their history. See, I mean, I'm not new now because I've been on this thing since it'll be a year. But like
Right.
this case is the first case I've ever covered from the beginning till now. And it's, you know, it all this stuff that happens is just insane to me. I mean,
People get crazy, yeah. They
they
really
do.
do.
I mean, look at Betty.
Yeah, people
But
get
yeah,
fucking bent out of shape, man. I'll tell you what,
They
they
do.
lose their fucking absolute minds.
they sure do, Queen.
It's fucking wild to me.
And why? That's the reason I've always asked. Why? Like, why are
Well,
these
I don't know.
people?
Sometimes it's because like they can relate to it. Sometimes when you're dealing with mental illness, sometimes people
Yeah.
interject themselves into shit and make shit up to feel important. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of people who make shit up and say they're close with the families and they're not. You
Yeah.
know, it just, you know, there's multiple people have multiple different reasons as to why they
Do what they do. I, some of these people, they know better. They do. You can't say certain things. I still can't get over certain things. Like when we first started talking tonight about Sebastian, I cannot get over a father that would have his BFF allow her to call his child defective. I don't understand that mess.
Right.
It makes no sense to me. It doesn't. Like these two people up here on the floor watching, I mean, yep, this woman suffered a lot of trauma and yeah, now she's doing psychic readings. I mean, that's her way, I guess, of coping. But
Well, she tries to say that, like, she's trying to say that that's how Katie feels about Sebastian. Why would he allow that either?
right. I mean, but it's sick. It's just I I hate it. I hate it. I just wish she would have been found by now, honestly.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean to interrupt this that long. I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, me too. I talk so much shit about this one. Whenever she comes up, I can't help it.
This is the first time I've ever seen her. I don't know anything about her. I just knew
Oh
that.
God.
Yeah, I don't.
Reverend Donna fucking Charlatina. That's what I call her.
But it's sad, you know? It's like, okay, if you're this good at it, then where's Sebastian? Figure that out. Figure it out.
Right.
Or you can't.
Right.
You can't because you're
You
not on
can't.
the
Because you're a
right side
faker.
of things. You're on the green
You're,
side.
you're a
And it's
faker
gotta
who
be
got lucky once.
right.
Like most successful psychics.
My goodness. I grew up in the Baptist church, and I know this will really kill everybody, but I did. And they were always like, beware of psychics. You know, they'll be like, yep, you've got this appointment at this time, but please honk out front when you get here. Well, you should know I'm here. Sorry.
Right.
That was a joke. It was just a joke. They used to tell us. It'd be like, okay, don't dabble with psychics. But, nah. But it was a good story. I enjoyed it. I really did. It always made me laugh. You're Catholic. It's okay that you're Catholic. I'm sure that, you know.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Yep, ready, Freddie.
Yep, ready.
My friend says, oh, I had this wild dream the other, and this is what happened in my dream. Consider it that. I'm not making an accusation. I'm not suggesting anybody should do anything. I mean, I have a suggestion for any law enforcement to trace the cell phones of all the 5 people I listed for the entire night. If they took me there, I could walk up and point out where Sebastian's body was.
You feel very confident about that, don't you?
Well, I he could come walking back in, okay? Like, so there's this famous psychic, Sylvia Brem, and she was saying some child was dead. And then it turned out, no, he was with a sex offender for the last 9 months. He wasn't dead at all. And then all the media did the rest of her life after she'd probably helped on over 1,000 cases was bring up this. Okay.
What are you talking about, Donna?
Can you rewind that just for a second?
About that, don't
I need
you?
to rehear what she
I did.
Well, he could come walking back in, okay? Like, so there's this could walk of all the 5 people I listed, have a another night, and this is what tells you.
Right, Donna? Is that where
that's?
So, for starters, as like a disclaimer, we're going to do our best to not name names, just what you saw. Is that right, Donna? Is that where
That's what we're going to do. And also, I just want people to know, consider this on the level of a dream. These are visions.
Right.
And then I try to interpret the visions. And they're not always going to be right. I mean, if someone tells you, like one of your friends says, oh, I had this wild dream the other night, and this is what happened in my dream. Consider it that. I'm not making an accusation. I'm not suggesting anybody should do anything. I mean, I have a suggestion for any law enforcement to trace the cell phones of all the 5 people I listed for the entire night. If they took me there, I could walk up and point out where Sebastian's body was.
You feel very confident about that, don't you?
Well, he could come walking back in, okay? Like, so there's this famous psychic, Sylvia Brem, and she was saying some child was dead. And then it turned out, no, he was with a sex offender for the last 9 months. He wasn't dead at all. And then all the media did the rest of her life after she'd probably helped on over 1,000 cases was bring up this. Okay, so know that, yeah, on any of these children cases, I would be happy to be wrong. I would be happy for the child to come back. But I think.
So she's basically saying that she's not going to say that the child passed away or whatever, right? Because they did say that, and he ended up being with Sylvia Brown was a fraud. They said too, yeah, I heard that too.
Sylvia
Brown
Brown,
was a fraud, but I mean, whatever.
She's wrong about what she's saying right here too, Queen. Sylvia Brown was on like Sally Jesse Raphael or Montel Williams back in the day. And remember those 3 girls that were in that basement of that guy's house in Ohio? Amanda Berry, Michelle Knight. Amanda Berry's mom was on that talk show that day, and Sylvia Brown told her, "Your daughter's dead, honey." And she wasn't. She was in, she was in Castro's basement, right? So it wasn't some boy with an RSO. No, that's not how it was. But anyway.
That's what I was coming up to talk about, Queen, was that
She started off
that mother
though, saying
died
she
from
knew
all.
exactly where he was. Is that not what I heard? I thought she just said
I don't know.
she
Hold
could
on,
know.
Southernish. Give me 1 second, baby. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Touchgrass, go ahead. I'm sorry I didn't hear you. I don't think she heard you either.
Oh, can you hear me now?
But
yeah,
I
I can hear
Can
you
you hear
now.
me
I'm
now?
just saying I don't think either one of us heard you here. I'm gonna mute you,
Oh.
Southernish. I don't know if you're like lagging or behind or what, but she's talking and we've talked over her twice now. So
I think there's a delay.
Well, that's what I was also coming up to say was about that Sylvia Brown with that Amanda Berry, and her mom was on there. It was Montel show, and she told her, your daughter's dead, and within a year the mom died, and I really think she died of a broken heart. Like she gave up all hope. You know what I mean? And here, this Amanda Berry, the guy would let her watch the news and stuff, let her watch these things just to torment her. And she was like screaming at the TV, like, "Why are you telling her this? Why are you telling her this?" You know, it was really sad. That Sylvia Brown, she really messed up. Really messed up.
And of course, Reverend Donna Serafina was standing up for her. Like, oh, and of course, after that, all they ever wanted to do was talk about her mistake or whatever. Yeah, they want to talk about her mistake. Dumbass.
It was a huge mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's why I don't trust
Huge.
any of these, especially if they're asking for money for it, you know?
Well, it's kind of a huge mistake. I mean, yeah, you're going to continue to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that Amanda Berry got out after 10 years. She finally got free, and she couldn't even see her mama. Her mama never, ever got to live to see that, you know? That's sad.
It was so heartbreaking how that was televised and she got to see it, and just,
Yeah.
oh God.
Sad.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna drop down. She started talking about that Sylvia Brown, and I thought,
Yeah, and she even got that wrong, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, so much for being a psychic.
Well, she's supposed to be a psychic. I don't understand how the hell she got that wrong too.
Right?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Because it's all just bullshit.
All right, here we go. All right, ready? Here we go.
I think today I'll just talk
I want to hear her
about what I saw,
this.
as if that's the situation,
KILLER.
because and put that disclaimer over and over, that this is my visions we're talking about. I'm not making accusations.
Right. Yeah, that's a great disclaimer.
That's how you cover your ass.
Yeah.
It's fair.
That's
Fair
how
to
you
say.
don't get sued.
Okay, so first of all, first question I have for you: when was the first time you tried to pick something up about this case? Do you recall was it last March that you recall?
Yeah, oh, definitely. And I had thought I was going to do a reading with Sebastian's father, and then I meditated ahead of time. I got a couple things, and when we started talking, it was more like we ended up talking for about an hour and a half.
Okay.
So we didn't do the actual reading. Like I told him a couple.
Well, no, because he told you everything, so there was no purpose for a reading.
That is interesting.
But then that's when you told him where to go search because you had visions, right? Ain't that right? Ain't that how that went?
Couple things I was picking up, and then within a couple of weeks, I did a reading for Sebastian's aunt, who is Seth's sister. I did a reading for her, and if you remember, that's the day my computer broke, and so I just had to get my cell phone and talking to my cell phone to listen to the audio and try to tell people. And I have spent several hours looking for the actual reading because sometimes there's a little bit more detail. And actually, at that time, I had seen all these things. So that we're going to talk about today. I just had decided because
of course
I saw
you have
Seth saying that it was causing him trauma to hear different psychics talking about Sebastian being dead and that kind of stuff. So I decided, okay, I'll just leave all that out and try to put these clues about this location. But I am going to talk about it today, what I saw then.
I think that's fair, Donna. Today is technically, let's see, it's the 25th, right? Let me double check that.
Yeah, tomorrow's the anniversary.
Yeah, well,
right?
technically it's actually today because he was last seen on the 25th.
Oh.
And the FBI recently changed that, from what I understand, to the 25th versus the 26th. So,
okay. So that's like they do the last, what's it called? Proof of life?
Proof of life, exactly. And his proof of life, you know, I'm not sure if it was the footage at the restaurant or if it's him supposedly taking out the trash. I've heard both. I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but it was the 25th, from what we understand.
Right. And one of the first things I said in that original reading was that their public timeline was off.
Yes, you did. I heard that clip. I was like, oh, interesting. What does that mean? I want to tell everybody real quick while I'm thinking of it. Yesterday, I went over some of my own notes from talking to certain people, you know, in the case and stuff. And I thought this was a little bit odd that on the day that Sebastian vanished, which was the day his mom reported him missing, which was that Monday morning, February 26th, around 6-ish something in the morning. Well, I want to let you know that the trash truck came that morning at 5:12 a.m. So these lights, these mysterious lights that we've heard about, that we've seen a video of, that they're saying were at like 3 something in the morning. Why are they captured at 5:12? Would they be in the neighborhood for 2 hours beforehand?
No, and why would we think it's a trash truck when 2 flashlights come out of the house, go up to a vehicle, cut through a neighbor's backyard, go to a vehicle, and only 1 flashlight goes back to the house?
Thank you. And I feel like they're trying to play us for stupid right now by insisting that that's of no significance. I think it's significant.
It's huge. It's huge. There's a good chance that that's when Sebastian was handed off.
That's
right.
right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then it would be the 26th, which was the anniversary of
the divorce, I think.
The divorce that Katie Proudfoot had with Sebastian. So the odds of the child she had with Sebastian going missing on that particular day are 1 in 365.
Right.
Jeez, you know, who picked the day? Like, they really thought that this would never get out of just her stabbing Sebastian in the heart.
Right.
Essentially, emotionally. Yeah, you know, come on.
I know. Yeah, absolutely. And there was one more thing that I saw in my notes when I was reviewing them, and that was that the night of the 25th, so that Sunday night, the window in the dining room was left open. It was left open. Why would anybody leave a window open in like 30-degree weather?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Not unless you left it open so someone could come in.
See, that's where my brain went too, honestly, Don.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I don't know either.
I shared that while it was fresh in my mind because I thought it was so odd. I'm like, this is weird. You know, it's funny. You can look at the same details over and over, but as you learn new information, stuff starts kind of getting highlighted. Like, oh, that's curious. That's weird. And that's kind of where I'm at with these details, really. Anyway, so where you want to go ahead and we'll start with.
You want to start with these with the clues, or do you want to start with Chris Proudfoot's statements? Or I mean, Chris Proudfoot has made a lot of statements in the last year that are pretty weird. But we could do that after, or do you want to do the clues first? What do you want to do?
Good question. Let's do. You know what? Okay, let's start with the clues, and then we can go into the other side.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so I did the one main reading about Sebastian, and then there was other times where I meditated, and there would be like 5 minutes about Sebastian, and then it's other, like I'm connecting with the spirits and praying for people and this, that, or I might pick up a little about one case and a little. And so I went through this weekend. I went through all these.
Holy fuck! She just word salad the fuck out of me. I done rolled a blunt and forgot what she said. God damn it! All right, we can rewind it.
Little clips, and I made a chart of
fuck,
the clues and kind of how many times they come up. Because for me, it's like if they show me some
chart. Donna, why did you do a chart? Who even are you?
Not
What's
a
your
chart,
end goal,
bitch.
Donna? What's your end goal, Donna?
Hey, I've never heard nothing about this window. Where did this shit come from? Where did
I
they
was
get
just
that?
going to say that. I don't
No
think
one
I ever
ever
heard about the
said-
open window.
No, there's no open window. It wasn't 30 degrees that night either, bitch. And I'm sorry, I'm wound up. But like, y'all are both dumb. You both are dumb and not factual, Miss Psychic and Miss Leopard, whatever you're wearing. I cannot deal with either one of y'all. Y'all are both dumb. Dumb.
And
Don't.
and somebody from Minnesota, where it's normally cold, I could contest that in the springtime or in February and March, you start opening your windows because you're sick of the winter and you're sick of the windows being closed and the house being all closed up. And you're letting that fresh air in if it was a nicer day or whatever, sun's out, and you're leaving your window open. And sometimes you forget your window's open, even if you have it open a little bit. So even if the window was open, which I don't remember hearing that, but if
Never
it
heard
was
it.
open, that sometimes is a common thing in February and March because the weather's starting to get nicer.
Right.
I'm
And I
pretty
can
sure
agree
we
with that.
heard the opposite, that all of the doors were locked and all of the windows were locked.
That's what I thought too.
But my thing too is, I'm telling you, this woman over here, this psychic bitch, she said a while back, I could tell you exactly where Sebastian is. I mean, like, okay, well, where is he then, ma'am? Can you tell us that? Or do we have to be a part of the green team to figure that out? Like, I can't with these people.
Well, by the sounds of it, no, she's saying he was murmured. He
Yeah,
was
but
murmured because this is a possible description of the killer. This is what her live's about. So she
my
thinks
God.
he was murmured.
She said something
That's
about
what she's
Katie.
saying on his 1 year. That's what she's gonna say. Yeah.
She said something about Katie stabbing him in the heart just now.
What a pig. What a
Okay.
pig.
Okay, so if he's passed on, then tell us where where is he buried?
Right.
Where is he?
Tell
If
us
And
you're
where
wouldn't
he
you
psychic.
know? And wouldn't you know, you dumbass, if you're such a psychic, that those lights don't go behind those houses?
True. True facts.
Lord, I
Man.
backed it up a minute here. Let's see this.
There would be like 5 minutes about Sebastian, and then it's like I'm connecting with the spirits and praying for people and this that, or I might pick up a little about one case and a little. And so I went through this weekend. I went through all these little clips, and I made a chart of the clues and kind of how many times they come up. Because for me, it's like if they show me something over and over and over, then I know it's an integral part of the case.
Right.
If I only see it once, it's like because there was one clue, and then I realized, you know what? I think that was the young man who fell in the river over there in Louisiana. That was going on at the same time when Sebastian first went missing.
Okay.
And so I had like 5 minutes of him and so I think one of the clues that I might have put on here was for that. But other than that, they're all about Sebastian.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to say that when you think of a conspiracy, usually each person has a motive for that conspiracy, right? And there's a whole lot of motives surrounding this family
Queen.
as far as the custody fight, the potential.
Hold up a second. I'm
Yes,
sorry. I'll be quiet after
Yeah.
this, but I'm going to say, is she talking about Raleigh Strain? He fell over in the river in Tennessee, not in Louisiana, you dumbass. It was in Tennessee. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, ma'am? Like, there's nothing else that could connect her with this whole thing. There's no reason to even bring that up. What is she talking about? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet.
She
I'm
don't
wound
fucking
up.
know. She has no idea.
She don't have any idea. But no, a man.
No.
He didn't even fall over in the river.
Review of
there's
Sebastian
been-
coming up where if it came.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet.
All right. You ready to go?
Ready, Jack.
We ready to roll?
Jack.
All right, here we go. I think I got a lag or you do. I don't know. I think you do, Southernish. Pop down and come back up because I think you got a lag.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Here, pop down and come back up. I think you got a lag. All right, here we go.
Came out that how badly he was treated, that they might lose complete custody of Faith. You know, the beatings, the humiliation, the having him sleep in the garage, treating him like an animal and feeling free to harm him.
What? Bitch, you're gonna make me stroke the fuck out tonight. Are you what?
That was a bunch of BS about him sleeping in the garage because they had that mattress in the garage that somebody gave them for Chris's daughter.
They know what to do to get some views, don't they? They know what the fuck to say to get some views, don't they?
Right.
What? Sleeping in the fucking garage?
She should know that was a fake neighbor.
The young man who fell in the river over there in Louisiana. That was going on at the same time when Sebastian first went missing.
Okay.
And so I had like 5 minutes of him and so I think one of the clues that I might have put on here was for that. But other than that, they're all about Sebastian.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to say that, and when you think of a conspiracy,
Wow.
usually each person has a motive for that conspiracy, right? And there's a whole lot of motives surrounding this family as far as the custody fight, the potential CPS interview of Sebastian coming up, where if it came out that how badly he was treated, that they might lose complete custody of Faith. You know, the beatings, the humiliation, the having him sleep in the garage, treating him like an animal and feeling free to harm him physically. If CPS interviewed him, that could really affect any kind of visitation. And both Chris and his mother wanted custody.
Of Faith, yes.
Yeah. So they all have a motivation. Although I'm not saying they did it, I'm just saying, if we're looking at all the people surrounding Sebastian.
Right. And Donna, real quick, do you really think they made him sleep in the garage? Did you see anything indicative of that? Or
no, not in my reading. In fact, another disclaimer I should put is there was a little girl missing in Texas. Remember Audrey?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened when I did a reading for Audrey, which I never uploaded?
No, her name was Athena, not fucking Audrey. If that's the same little girl.
It's like all of a sudden I'm like, I need to throw up.
I remember this. Yeah.
What happened was her coloring, not her face, but her coloring looked so much like my daughter. It's so rare. It's milky white skin with kind of almost white hair. And so when I was seeing this little 5-year-old murdered, it's something that should never have happened. I actually lost it for a couple of days. I was bawling my head off and I was praying to God to never let me see another child murdered and stuff like that. I mean, I was praying for not to see. And then Sebastian happened. So,
wow.
I skipped the part at the house. Oh no, I did see something at the house. I did see abuse at the house, but I have to say, taking care of an autistic child can be very challenging.
Yeah.
My friend who lived across the street from me for many years, her son was autistic and she loved him very much, but there are challenges. Like my son's friend went to the park a couple times. I mean, my friend's son, the autistic young man, he went to the park a couple times and took off his clothes.
Yes.
So there are challenges and stress. And I actually saw some of that going on in the house. So if you took Chris out of it, even like I kind of saw one time, Sebastian grabbed Katie and then Katie was like hitting him, but it was self-defense in a way.
Okay.
It was her trying to get him off. And in relationship to all this, it could be kind of they all have reasons out. Like Seth said on that Lore Lodge interview that Chris and Katie were talking Sebastian to a group home. And so it does indicate though that they wanted him out of their house. And then
so you're just basically making shit the fuck up and running with it, right?
Exactly.
That's some bad shit, crazy ass bullshit right there. What the fuck is really going on right here, right now?
I thought he couldn't take him for another few months to get everything ready and switch. But then there was another interview with Chris where it was Chris and Seth. And Seth is sitting there saying, I was going to have him come live with me. And then Chris, his eyes get big. Like, look at the body language. His eyes get big. Yeah. And he says, why didn't you tell us? Like, I mean, he just showed his hand right there. And, okay. So then that would have made a difference then. Okay. So then you're saying you might know something. Like, it's kind of that situation. And again, I'm not accusing anybody, but.
Right.
What is she talking about?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I don't think she fucking knows what she's talking about. This is fucking insanity. And we're going on to Brittany's bullshit when we're done with this. Holy fuck. We got a night of crazy shit over.
I'm done with this.
Holy fuck.
The only time I remember Seth and Chris together in an interview was on Web Sleuths. And he said that Seth was talking about Sebastian coming to live with him. And Chris told him or said that Sebastian didn't want to live with him. And they talked about how Seth already knew that because they talked about it right in the kitchen. That's the only thing I remember hearing when those two were together.
And you couldn't see Chris.
Right. She's alone. Well, there's a break in the action. I'm gonna hop down. I gotta go to bed. I'm getting tired. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Enjoy your
All right, love. Thanks for
vacation.
hanging out
Thank
with
you,
us.
guys. Yeah,
Bye,
thank you.
Cheesy.
Bye,
All
everybody.
right, love. We'll see you later. Jeez, man, this is fucking wild.
It is.
So you picked up though that there was definitely contention in the home. There was a lot of struggles, a lot of trying to figure out what's next because this isn't working out, right?
Well, I didn't get the whole it was not going to work out thing, but I did see a scuffle with Kate. And, you know, it could have happened. I mean, if she said, oh, hey, these people are coming to pick you up tonight, you're going to need to go. And then he could have got upset. I don't know. I just saw a scuffle and I saw her hit him, but it wasn't her going up and abusing him. It was her defending herself, really.
Interesting. Okay.
And so I saw a it looked to me in my vision. So you have to understand how they look. It's almost like if you're on a foggy night and you were seeing things that were kind of translucent. You're like in this 3D world, but it looks different. It's not the physical world, and it's not Skype. It's not a movie where you get to choose everything. It's just they show you what they think is important. And there's a dark. It looked like dark green pickup truck with one of these racks on it that you put when you're like cleaning pools or you're doing construction and stuff like that. And it seemed to be connected to the place they brought him to. Like I'm like, does this person own this property? Like I didn't know, but it's like, okay. And then sometimes you get clues and it's more like a wondering feeling. And other times you're like standing in the middle of it. And you're like, oh no, I know this is what happened.
Like where it's very clear.
Yeah. Well, it's 3D and you're standing there watching it.
I see.
And then there's other times where you might just see something and wonder something.
I hate to
so there's kind of
interrupt you.
levels of how much on each clue might have a different level of seriousness. But Sebastian was brought somewhere.
What's up, baby?
No, she's talking about a car with green lights or whatever. Like, okay. Then don't be ripping anybody a new one about Bobby and her children. Don't rule that out. It could still be a possibility of things. It could. It could. I still think it's all weird. All right. I'm good. Keep playing.
All right, ready to roll?
Lady, yep, go ahead.
No, Sassy, we cannot. You have to stop for fair use. I cannot play it all the way through.
Okay.
And what I saw was, should I go down the clues or should I just
say? Please. That would be great. And then I could maybe further ask questions as you do that.
Okay. So I live in California, which the houses are 4 feet apart, sometimes 6 feet, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then when I see these other areas and I'm like, oh, wow, that's out in the boonies. Well, it might not be. It might just be that's because they have big yards there and there's a lot of trees and this and that. Because like at one time I was saying he's not that far from the house, but other times I'm saying it feels like a rural area or like, you know, so there's a lot of trees and stuff. But he was brought to a place and in the background, I'm not saying whether it's in the mountains or not because I'm not 100% sure. But it's like if you were looking at the house and then you looked behind the house in the distance you would see mountains and then off to the right of the house you would see mountains and then there's a curve going to the house. They brought him to a curve and the house is on the curve and it's facing sideways to the road. And so I did see that, and so I know that that's going to be true if they ever solve this. Let's see, on my notes I wrote the house seemed to be about 3/4 of the way up the hill or mountain, so maybe even in the foothills. I was seeing. So then they show me things. And if you haven't seen the readings before, anything, it's almost all visions. It's like all these visions. Sometimes I hear words. Sometimes I'll feel a word. But these visions, so I see a ridge, right? It could be a flat place where the name in the street is Ridge.
Yeah.
Or the name in the housing development is Ridge. So you have to take a clue and just keep it on this list and look at it like when you see the place, you'll know that's there. But they did show me the ridge over and over. So I'm seeing a mountain ridge. Is it literal? I'm not 100% sure. And let's say, remember I kept seeing the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept seeing the sky. And was Chris working?
Do you think that's an important, like?
Oh, it's super important.
With a word, maybe.
It could be the word sky, and it also could be. They kept showing me at the top of the house. I saw the ridge in the background. I saw a chimney with smoke coming out, and I didn't say it the first two times they showed it to me, and then the third time they showed it to me again, and I'm like, they're also trying to show me this chimney, right? And then a bunch of people say there's chimney top mountains, and I'm not saying he was brought there. It's like I would have to be there and stand there and look around to see how far that those mountains are to be able to place the house and identify it. But I really feel like these people that did this did not expect for this to blow up like this. They did not expect that. So it's likely that some of them probably had their cell phone. And if the police or the FBI were to look at where their cell phones were the entire night, it's pretty likely that they would be able to find Sebastian.
Okay. Interesting.
So then I kept hearing, remember Danny O. And remember, this is in March. I didn't know any of.
What in the absolute fuck? Donna, I can't be. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The characters at this time.
Nina hadn't come out yet, had she?
No, nobody had. He had only been missing a couple of weeks, and one other YouTuber had picked it up. Okay. And so I'd never heard that name before.
Okay.
And but I mean, they didn't show me him doing anything. It just they were giving me the name.
Gotcha.
They were also giving me custom woodworking, which is what that person does for a living, surprisingly. And they were, and it was like the biggest chills of the reading I wrote. That man does woodworking, custom woodworking. Then they also showed me a man who, remember, first they showed me a man eating a corn cob, and then they showed me the corn cob stuck to his tooth, and then they showed me it turned into popcorn, and I'm like, what the heck is going on with this guy's tooth? Something's going on with the front tooth of this man, and that is one of the men that I saw in my vision, which could be wrong, but I saw him beating Sebastian. Okay. They killed him. And let's see, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So I saw the smoke in the chimney. I talked about that. That Sebastian had been injured somehow in the transport. His arm was injured. So I don't know if, like, at some point, if they find a skeleton, if it'll have a broken arm, or I don't know. I don't know that it will, but there was something there.
Okay.
I saw Sebastian then, and at the time I'm like, is this a barn or what? But we were inside of it, so I don't know what it was. It could be train. Those big boxes they buy from trains to use as a shack or a shed or whatever.
Yeah.
Storage. It could be a barn, could be any
barn.
kind of little outbuilding. I don't know. It just felt like we were inside the house.
Is that what she's talking about? A boxcar? I don't know. She's fucking weird. And I don't buy any of this bullshit, and she's irritating the fuck right out of me. So smoke them if you got them. I just lit mine. Fire in the hole. Because what the fuck, boy?
She is off the chain.
It felt like we were there, and he was made to go in there. I'm sorry to say that repeatedly in here, I say he was dead within hours of being brought there. It didn't go on for too long. It was, maybe 2 or 3 hours he was dead. And one man, I think there was at least, I know for sure there was more than one man.
Okay.
So there was at least 2, maybe 3 men that I saw, but I only saw one of them's face, and that's the one with the tooth. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so the other ones I didn't see, but one of them went up. So Sebastian was like crouched in a corner, and he went up to Sebastian and started punching him.
Oh.
And then he was trying to like say stuff like to fight back. Sebastian never fought back.
Yeah.
And he was punching him over and over and over. And then at some point he grabbed him like this in this kind of stranglehold, like wrestler hold like that, which you can knock somebody out, but they didn't.
Right.
At some point I see him dragged outside of that little outbuilding and hit in the back of the head with a shovel. And I saw him. I'm so sorry, Seth, if you're listening to this. I'm really sorry. But I think the police need to know. And the focus really needs to be on getting these people arrested and put on trial for murder.
Yeah.
So, and I saw him hit in the back of the head.
No.
So
No.
on the 1 year mark, you are coming out with a fucking story of what you feel happened, and you're going into detail about Sebastian being murdered. In my opinion, I feel like she's trying to pinpoint it to where people go after Bobby's boys. Yeah, I agree, Cappy. Trash bag fucking pig. This is fucking awful. And Katie, if you're listening, I'm very sorry. I did not know it was this bad. I had no fucking idea. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know if Katie would be listening. My gosh. Good grief. This woman is
If she went
out
for it.
there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then I don't know how it happened, but I don't know if they told him to run. Like,
Wow.
you could run to there. But there was like, I don't know how that happened because it's like, then I'm just seeing it happen. That so he's like trying to get his way through some wooded area, Sebastian is.
Yeah.
But then he makes it, I don't know how far he makes it, probably not more than 50 feet at the most. But then he was disoriented feeling and he collapsed. Okay.
Okay.
And I don't know if they went up and did something else to him to further cause his death, because I didn't see his actual death, because that's what I was praying for God to not let me see.
Yes.
And then they took his clothes off, and they wrapped him either in a tarp or a huge, like say if you had an empty mattress bag or something. And I'm not saying that it was a mattress bag. I'm just saying some big, huge, clear plastic, or else a tarp. It was like they rolled his body up. Oh no, it was in a fetal position. They put it in a fetal position, and they burned his clothes. So I saw the several men. They burned his clothes after, so he will be found without clothes. And then the female, I saw the man with the tube. He went into the house at some point during all this, and the female who was there, who had brunette hair, he was talking to her, but I didn't really pick up what they were saying, but just that she was present on the property during the murder, and she had no problem with it.
God, this is like a level of extreme.
It's pure evil.
It's evil.
It's pure evil. It's inexcusable.
Yeah.
And I'm just reminded of the Bible verse that says that people who harm children should have some kind of big stone put around their neck and put in the water. Like literally, that's what the Bible says.
Yeah, yeah.
Harming children. And again, you know what? They could find Sebastian. He could be fine. This is just my vision. It's like, it makes me sick. It's just, this is what I saw. And I just wanted to spare Seth, and hope to be wrong, and hope that he would turn up and they would find him. And this is just my visions.
Right. And I want to say real quick that you waited an entire year to give these details. And to me, I really respect that, because you could have said this back in April if you really wanted to, but you were trying to spare Seth and keep his hopes up that he would find him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, in the same way, you knew what happened to JJ, Tylee, Gabby Petito. I mean, all these cases.
Yeah. And so at the time with Tylee, I wasn't even planning on the public seeing my video. And I know that I might have caused trauma to people without intending to. And I'm trying to be more careful about that.
I know. And we appreciate what you do, Donna. Seriously. I know you're trying. And there's going to be people that are going to pick this apart and say, oh, they're such bullshitters. Look at them. I can see it now.
I don't even care what they say.
I don't care either. I don't care.
You
either.
know?
How many cases you've been right about, Donna? I mean, let's stack them.
Let's stack them with proof, not just what you say, with proof. Because fuck right, we're gonna tear this shit the fuck apart. Oh, absolutely, we are. Because this right here is fucking disgusting, and you know it.
And well, I don't even care about anyone that wants to sit there and just be some kind of like worm in the mud.
Name one that name one you're right about. Name one you've been right about. You talk about worm in the mud. This is some fucking pig shit right here.
Wants to be negative and have a YouTube channel that's based on attacking other people. And I mean, you think of like when your life is over and you're, say, on the astral plane, there's all kinds of slithering creatures and humans that are afraid to have their judgment, who slither around in the mud. And the people that do that on YouTube, that's how I see it.
People that do this kind of shit on YouTube make me sick. People that have mental illness from their own child's their own child passing away and the trauma from that, to come on here and do this shit to other people makes me sick.
I agree 100%. I've never seen these two, but
especially as a mother, knowing what you went through, seeing your daughter the way you've seen her, you should not project this on other parents. And she covers her ass by saying, well, again, this is just my vision. This is just my vision. Fuck you in that vision. How about that? It's disgusting.
See them. And it's just like if I was walking down the street and some little rabid worm kind of went, that's kind of when I think about people insulting me.
Yeah.
Really. I'm trying to.
Again, in my opinion, this is what mental illness looks like. This is what trauma, when something like traumatic happens to people and they don't go get the actual help they really need and the counseling they need. This.
Well, I can understand that for the lady on the right, but the
Trying to put out
lady on the
information that
left,
could potentially help the
what's
kid, and
wrong
I'm
with her?
sure that because I can write a
Well, no, and see that's the problem is you're not putting out information that could potentially help a child. You would have
Right.
called the TBI and the police, and you would have reported this already. You would have told them everything you knew, not came to fucking YouTube and said, well, I think Seth and them should report this to YouTube or should report this to the police and TBI. Yeah, this is making people feel physically fucking sick to hear you talk about the shit you're talking about and to say the shit you're saying. You have no evidence and no fucking proof, just your vision in your fucking head, and we're supposed to not pick it apart and say anything? You fucking kidding me right now?
It's sad to see two people like this think the same. You know? It is.
Fucking wild. Sweetie Pie's never been like this, in my opinion, ever.
letter. But if the one cop who gets that letter doesn't believe in psychics, that's going to get deleted.
Oh, my motherfucking God. Looky who's in their motherfucking chat. The Predator Hunter, Lightning Tiger, Ernie Shell. Even the TBI said this woman's credibility was real. Hell nah.
Really now? Okay. All right.
Ernie Shell. Oh my fucking God. If you don't go somewhere. That's the one in the intro that says, go get your Queen Bee, go get your 400, 500, 600 subs.
What a little bitch. But there he is.
That's all Ernie Shell.
That's all he can do.
Ernie Meth Shell. Like psychosis, man. What the fuck?
It's deep, man.
But there might be other cops with an open mind, that want to solve it, and they can hear the clues. That's my logic. That's my logic in all this.
Yeah, Don, I want to show you on the screen right now. Remember Ernie Shell from
yeah.
He's saying even the TBI said this woman's credibility was wrong. Yeah.
Oh, the TBI did? That's nice of them.
Yeah. I mean,
because in the Dulce.
Yeah, because when did Ernie Shell's fucking word become credible? Are you fucking serious?
That's what I'm trying to
What
figure.
in the absolute fuck? He got tased in the middle of the fucking road. Are you serious?
My goodness.
Ernie is vouching for her credibility. Now we know she's bullshit. Well, we knew she was bullshit before, but that's just the icing on the cake right there. That's the chef's kiss.
I can't.
Oh, Thunder Kitten.
My goodness.
Right. Remember Ernie Shell, who's just been released from jail?
I thought he just got out of jail.
Yeah.
I thought he just got out of jail. Good for you to come up and comment. All right.
What's up, Low Rob?
Girl, look, a couple things get me out of bed. One is Barcode Bangs Ernie Shell.
Barcode Bangs.
Barcode Bangs Ernie Shell. Look.
Can I pet that dog?
Hey, Ernie, if you listening, why are you sitting over there? I think you need to go talk to Angelo because he busted your ass out with your big stolen valor there, bro. Yeah, you're getting a lot of heat on them other side of them streets. I've watched it. Yeah, all you tigers are losing their stripes in their minds. You being called out for all the things. I love it, Barcode. But you over here, baby. Yeah.
He's trying to get him some action, some subs and stuff.
It's exactly what he's doing because he's being called out. His little tigers are all he's
I'm
losing
fucking
his
dead.
mind.
Chris says we need a dance off with Donna and Rose, Team Rose and Donna. We need to dance off. That's the one who says, yeah, he's got a chip in his brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He's the one that's please help me
when the government
Facebook.
talks to him, he gets bloody noses when the government talks to him.
Yep. Please help me
fucking
Facebook.
done,
Yeah,
bitch. I think I got that clip somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, Barcode made me get out of shit. What is he doing over there?
Microwave says, don't make me resurrect. Please help me Facebook.
Exactly, girl. Angelo called him out, boy. Three people laid it out. This, I ain't even gonna get on him. Go ahead and start on these. Go ahead. Anyway.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Ready?
and look, hey, you were talking about Sweetie Pie Low. She hadn't been this file. Yeah, baby, she has. She's at the beginning of this case. We reviewed her, and she put out there that the reason for the undergarments that Sebastian wore might have been from Chris abusing him. Yes, she is this vile bitch. That's when I called her a cunt.
Oh.
Yeah, she's this. Yeah, she is. She's this vile. So she said that with Donna Serafina. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We reviewed it. I lost my mind. That was, yeah. Because yeah. That's it. Go ahead. I'm done.
All right, baby. Well, here we go. Here we go.
Say Olivet's case up there in New Jersey, and the reading I did for her mother. I said in 6 years, this guy is going to get hungry and want to kill another kid, right? But then I didn't ever upload the second reading because there wasn't that much interest in the first reading. But in Dulce Olivet, a missing 5-year-old Mexican immigrant from New Jersey, I did a second reading. And then it had gone down to 3 years.
Okay.
That they were showing me. So maybe because the heat was off, it was going to be sooner. And do you know that just very close to where Dulce went missing, this little 5-year-old, somebody just tried to kidnap a 10-year-old.
And this is in New Jersey?
Another child will die. And the cop involved not only would not talk to me, he says he threw my letters away as soon as he realized I was a psychic. Even Dulce's neighbor went in and talked to the police chief who ordered him to talk to me. And he said he'd...
Okay, that speaks volumes. The police threw your fucking letters away and refused to speak with you.
I'm sorry.
Here goes Predator Hunter, Lightning Tiger, Ernie Shell. Yes, they told me that you were right on a lot and the statistics add up. Candace told me about Summer. Yes. Get the fuck out of here. Candace told me about Summer. Yes. You lying fuck you.
Give me your number and I'll call you.
Wow. Then when I tell them that straight from you, and then they're like, okay, keep going. Like
I do that on YouTube. That's how I see them. And it's the
ability was wrong. Yeah.
Because there was really appreciate Detective Ball took you seriously when you called that time. So some cops do and some cops don't. So the point is uploading a reading is, and there's sleuthers that, I mean, the cops have a certain amount of time every day. You know, they have multiple cases. They can't just, 80 hours a week, but there's thousands of people out there willing to research clues, which is even better. So I do think it is worth putting it out public. And then, whether it's TBI, FBI, and then also they don't have to acknowledge me that they ever talked to me because maybe they don't want to talk to me because they're afraid of being tricked and recorded and put on YouTube. And I can totally understand that. But it's scary when you think someone else will be murdered.
I agree. Oh, sorry, Donna, not to interrupt.
No, you go ahead.
I want to tell you what else.
Did you just hear what the fuck she just said?
Sure did.
No, because there's too many words. Fuck.
It's all being weird. I gotta reshare it because it's glitching real bad and shit.
Well, did y'all catch on? I think Southern did. Southernish. I think you did. Back in the beginning of this, don't go back and listen. Don't whatever. She was talking about how law enforcement, the 5 names that she gave them, and if they could track their phone, and she said, and I could walk straight up to his body. Well, then do it.
Right.
Buy an airplane ticket and do it. Is he not worth an airplane ticket? Buy a ticket. What's stopping you?
So sick.
But I mean, if you're gonna put that out here, I mean, she said that.
She said it. She said it straight out. She knew exactly where he was.
She said, "I know exactly where it is, where he is. I know exactly where his body is, and I can walk right up to him. Then buy a plane ticket and do it.
Do it.
I tell you what, better yet, Seth, buy Death buy her an airplane ticket so she can go get your son.
Exactly. That turned my stomach. It really did. It really did. I just, my God, like, what in the world?
Demon Chihuahua, I don't know where she got her info from, her deranged mind, or I don't know. I ain't gonna put that on Seth because I don't know if he told her that or if that was just for weirdness. But yeah, that's
Oh, the
that night.
psychic lady? No, we think it's just trauma from her losing her child, and
No,
she's
I'm
just
talking about.
prison.
No, I'm talking about when Sweetie Pie Low said that about Chris and Seth.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that lady. She's weird. Never seen her before until tonight.
Well, She also supported Ziggy being a psychic like her. You know, the one that married the suspect in Summer Wells case. You know, Ziggy Hill, Fred, the other Barcode Bangs 2.0. Yeah.
Mm.
Ernie Shell, what are you doing, boy? You losing your whole community. And then I heard somebody just said in chat that you called into Dolly Doll. Really? Your tiger's
He's
left you,
missing
bud.
YouTube. He's making his rounds, ain't he?
You know why? Because seriously, they called him out, and all these people that believed that he was on the Trump task force for missing children, they put it all out. They show receipts. He never showed up for boot camp. He enlisted and never showed up. He's stolen valor. And all this stuff he says he's with the military, they put out all the receipts. I watched it all. And so all these support, I'm talking about big money supporters. I'm talking about years of big supporters leaving in droves. That's why you on these streets there, boy. And plus he just got out of jail,
Well,
prison,
see, that's
whatever.
what I was gonna say. That's the thing. They left already. I mean, they were gone before this.
No.
Yeah.
His
They
supporters?
ran a lot of them off already. Yeah, that's
No, there was a mass exodus this week. It happened this week. The ones that were waiting for him to get
of the
out of
5
jail.
people that were left, maybe.
No, there was a lot. You'd be shocked,
Look,
Queen. I'll send
me
you
and
the
Microwave
clips.
follow that shit. So I'll put
Look,
Ernie's Highway Run in our chat if you want them. Yes, I do.
yes.
Yes, I do.
Well, Cletus ain't here, but I'll be like, oh my God. Can't.
Help me, Facebook. Running down the highway. Tase. Help me, Facebook. Damn, those were the days, weren't they? That's when you just sit back and laugh. Now you want to hit things. But I'll shut up. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough.
No, you're okay. I think these are Doohickeys videos from when he did the highway run.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Doohickeys in the chat.
That's my favorite, man. That is my favorite. But he was busy. He couldn't go live the other day. He was delayed or something because he had a photo shoot. Stop it! I just laughed my ass off. There's some people out there still believe it, but he had a lot of people were like, "Oh, he's a changed man since he went to prison. He's coming out. He's a changed man, y'all." Now they're finding out he's still lying. And
Yes, where's Angelo when we need him to check out dog handler Julia? Or, desk job David. Here we go.
Told me that you were right on a lot, and the statistics add up. Candace told me about Summer. Whoa.
Oh, Candace told him? I wonder what he said. Is he
I
on here?
would like to know more, Ernie. Wow, you should make another video.
Yeah, Ernie, I want to hear what they told
Donna.
you about Candace. Yeah, you could call me. I mean, you could email me and give me your number, and I'll call you. Wow. For sure, Ernie, I want to talk to you, definitely. And I could give you any information I have because there's a lot I've held back, of course. So even how horrible these all are, there's always information I know that's too dangerous or too even more violent.
I mean, you need more content, and why not hold half of it back? I mean, you can use it in another video. Duh.
You know why Ernie's
That's another thing that
over
really
there?
bothers me is when people kill. I mean, I see the predators, that's part of what they enjoy is causing pain and trauma. It turns them on, right? But a family member, a mom or
I mean,
dad.
that's we all know that. I mean, come on now. A lot of the shit she says is common knowledge. Like we already know. You know, I mean,
This is Psych 101. Well, this is YouTube Streets 101. You kind of know that. Like, you know why Ernie's over there? He saw them leopard print. He saw that leopard print and thought it was tiger and said, "Wow."
Oh my goodness. This is Dateline
I love
101.
fucking with Ernie. I love fucking with Ernie. I love it. I love it. Barcode. Barcode bangs. Get it, get it, get it, dog. Big dog. Yeah, wasn't Ernie the one that left the bag of dildos on Candace Wells' driveway?
yeah, by the mailbox at the end of it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, looking beyond, but he's a Kentucky colonel. Shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I'll send you some clips, baby, of this past week. Is Ernie as funny as Dolly Vision?
Fuck no.
No.
His arrest shit is.
Yeah, him getting tased is funny as fuck. Please help me, Facebook. Shit, that video's probably got 10 million views on it. God, it was great.
All right, we're about
that's
to be
good.
switching over to Brittany.
I see.
Somebody who tries to kill their own kid, why make them suffer like that? Why not just overdose them? Like, and I'm not.
What?
Hey, Queen, there's no sound, baby. I don't know if you can hear me. I thought it was my phone from being thrown earlier. But they're saying there's no sound on the video. Can y'all hear me? Put a yes in chat if y'all can hear me.
I'll pop the video back up.
You were playing it, but it didn't have any audio. No
Let me go
sound.
back because I need you guys to hear this.
Okay.
Okay, did you guys hear this now?
Okay.
Can you hear it? Okay.
They hear me, but not the video. Okay, thank y'all. I thought it was me. It was either my phone or I went deaf or it was StreamYard.
All right. You guys hear it now? Okay, yep. All right, here we go.
Too dangerous or too even more violent. Like, that's another thing that really bothers me is when people kill. I mean, I see the predators, that's part of what they enjoy is causing pain and trauma. It turns them on, right? But a family member, a mom or dad, somebody who tries to kill their own kid, why make them suffer like that? Why not just overdose them? Like, and I'm not advocating for it, but like, why did Lori Vallow do such atrocious things to her children? You know, was that really necessary if you just wanted to get rid of them? You know, so I just think it, and with Sebastian, this is what I wrote. Sebastian was injured before even arriving at this location with an injury to his arm, which seems significant. Sebastian was severely beaten and put into a chokehold. The person doing it, oh, listen to this.
Okay.
The person doing it had a personal gratification in it, enjoyed doing it, and said, "Your mom can't protect you now." Sebastian was not fighting back. So that indicates to me it was a person who had a personal relationship with Sebastian.
Wow.
I know.
Jeez.
And I saw him have what would be blunt force trauma, both with a shovel to the back of the head and what looked like could be a 2x4 or something of that nature hit in the head. I saw him running through a wooded area, feeling disoriented and dropping to the ground. He was wrapped in a large bag or tarp and buried in a fetal position in the ground. So if they were using sonar, I guess that kind of thing is important. He would be in a fetal position, so it would be like a ball they were kind of looking for, rather than a long thing like that.
Okay.
I saw them burn his clothing after the murder. And then I saw a garden box, but I didn't see him put in there, right? I saw a raised flower bed. It's just like I wondered. I like had this ominous feeling about it. I wondered. But also another time I saw him buried under the very corner of a building. And so it says, I'm unsure as to which, if either or both are correct. So both could be, like if they were looking, they would want to look both places. You know, if he wasn't moved at some point, he could have been put there and then moved to a corner. Like, I don't know. The place he was taken to where he was murdered at. And again, I'm saying he was murdered, but officially there's been no statement like that. And again, I'm talking about my vision, my dream, and it could be wrong. So Sebastian could come walking back in. Don't get mad at me. I'll be glad if that happens. Consider it on the level of a dream if you want.
Right.
But in my vision, it appeared to be a ranch-style home or dwelling. Could have even been prefab mobile home, but I think it was like an older house. It wasn't these big, nice brick ones that these guys have. Okay. And then I was getting clues. So I've seen honeysuckle flowers, right?
Yeah.
After that, I was seeing honeysuckle flowers all around the mailbox, like a decoration. Now that's the kind of thing where I say visions are like charades. So if you imagine what I'm doing, it's like sitting there playing charades. Everyone's played charades at Christmas, right? And one person's up there trying not to use words and to show you. Really doing some of these readings is like playing charades. So after that, people are like, did you know the street behind their house is named Honeysuckle?
That's
you
what I
know?
was gonna say, yeah.
And it could be that that's important, or, you know, it could be something else. It could be that there's actual honeysuckle flowers around the mailbox. Like that.
It probably means you're full
What
of
the
shit.
fuck?
It means you're full of shit, ma'am. You've been full of shit this whole time you've been talking. And it hadn't changed. My gosh. Seriously. What a nutcase. I'm sorry, Queen. I didn't mean to talk over you. But, like, this is beyond. She knows nothing. This lady knows nothing. And the fact that that content creator over there in the leopard outfit, yeah, you're projecting this. You're saying that somebody was murdered. They murdered their child. Where is your responsibility in that, ma'am? Okay, I'm on mute.
Well, it's just her vision. It's just her vision, so it's okay.
It's bullshit.
Her vision protects her from being sued the fuck out of. That word vision.
I can't with these people. I mean, and why would you even host her on there? You stupid woman in the leopard outfit. That's all I'm going to keep calling her. I can't. Oh my God. All right.
That's the thing you don't know until you're kind of like either in the area driving around, or you're you keep an open mind on that.
Like it's subject to interpretation, kind of. Like,
and if somebody has, and a lot of people have psychic ability. So if somebody has psychic ability, listen to what they say they see, and then listen to how they interpret it. And if you were sleuthing any psychic, if you were sleuthing it, you might want to take a piece of paper and literally like draw a line down the middle of the paper and say what they saw. Yeah. How they interpret it, maybe a third line that says other possible interpretations. That would be the way to work on a psychic investigation.
Gotcha.
So I saw that the dwelling was on a curved road, so it wasn't a straight road. And to do with that too, I also saw like if you made a Z and you stretched out the Z, so it's not exactly a Z, it's like stretched out and then curved it off. It's like that road. It's like this. On the way there, not right at the house. The house was on a curve, but on the way there, it's like that.
Okay.
And then up ahead from the house, there was either a gas station or other type of business. I don't know how far ahead, but because at first I was going, boy, this is out in the boonies. But of course, remember, I'm in California where you have no privacy from your neighbors. And I thought, oh God, this is like the middle of nowhere or whatever. But up ahead, there was a business and I thought it was a gas station.
And I want to say real quick, it seems like you zeroed in on a gas station a few times. Is that right, Donna?
Yeah. They've showed me a gas station a few times.
Okay.
And then I go back to the murder again, and I'm saying, saw one of the men involved in what I saw to be a brutal murder.
Yeah.
The man was punching Sebastian over and over and was a hands-on part of the murder. Now, that wasn't necessary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was just cruel.
Overkill. Yeah.
What was cruel?
Okay, right.
You want to get rid of your autistic kid.
Yeah.
You want this person eliminated. Is it really necessary to torture them ahead of time? Like,
exactly.
Okay, so I saw again one man put Sebastian in a headlock, and so if these are my visions, if they're correct. One man put Sebastian in a headlock. The defining characteristic of this man was that his front tooth jutted out.
Like, okay.
I first saw a man eating a corn cob, then a piece of corn stuck on his tooth, then a piece of popcorn, and I just knew there was an issue with one of his two front teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know the characters in this case or anything at this point. I just knew about this man looking for his kid. This man was active and present during the entire murder. I saw Sebastian running through a wooded area, become disoriented, fall to the ground. His clothing was taken and burned. Sebastian was wrapped in clear plastic or plastic tarp and buried in a fetal position.
Yeah.
A female was also present on the property during the murder, but she stayed in the house. At one point, the popcorn tooth man went inside and talked to her.
Do you recall what they talked about? Could you hear that?
They didn't. They just, I think they wanted me to know she was there. Because all I saw was them talking. Okay. She didn't seem to have any problem with what was going on at all. It was more like plotting type of stuff. But I didn't hear the conversation.
Okay.
And then here I read, I cannot remember, but she was going to leave, or they were conversing about something related to what was going on. The woman had zero problem whatsoever with what occurred. Then the woman had brunette hair. So it wasn't Katie Proudfoot there at the moment. Okay. And then remember, I saw the little girl about 7 or 8. And see, at that time, I was under the impression that this Faith child was 5. But people wrote to me and said, oh no, Faith is 7 or 8. However, there's other little relatives that fit that description too. But I saw a little brunette girl, just that she might be a witness to something. Like, I'm not positive. It's like, okay, this is another thing on these readings. It's like a foreign language. So they'll show me opacity. So some things are stronger in opacity and some things are weaker. And that means that she could have been there at a different time. She could have been privy to something. She could have seen something, but she's some sort of witness. I just don't know. And so I'm not saying that the little girl was there during that, but she could have been, or else she knows something.
Okay. That's funny that you mentioned this, because I was just about to say, Donna, I think I remember you talking about a little girl, and then you came right out and said it. So you answered my question before I had to ask you.
Yeah. And then I saw an Allen wrench, whatever that is, and I don't remember. It could be a shape or a name. So you could look at names Allen, or you could, or streets. It could be names, person, place, thing, business, or it could be just the shape of, and the very dark green truck flashed again after the Allen wrench. So I think that's noticeable just to keep in mind. So it's not, it really is, it's not the same as the physical world. It is really interpreting. You can have psychic abilities, but then you also got to interpret these clues, and it is really a foreign language. And when people have these abilities, that's where they'll be wrong. So that's what I said is, like, if you're listening to someone saying, okay, she's seeing this, and then what else could it mean too?
For sure.
Okay, so I was shown the sky above the house several times before I mentioned it. And that tells me there may be a name like sky, or some other way they're trying to get me to look at the sky. But when I do look, then I see this chimney with smoke coming out, right? So smoky mountains or chimney top mountains. But I'm seeing from this house.
What
therapy and meds. Yeah, therapy and meds. That's what you need. Not giving you medical advice, but you need therapy and a lot of medication. And a soul. And conscience.
It's called criminal activity and is illegal.
This is criminal activity and it's illegal.
Who even are you?
Shut the fuck up. I ain't gotta explain shit to you. Simple. Fuck.
Listen, cutbag bitch. Shitbag.
There you go.
My God.
Yeah, this is a whole kind of makes you sick to your stomach.
Yeah. This is fucking wild, dude. Fucking wild. Where the fuck they even came up with any of this crazy ass shit is beyond me. Oh,
And
it's
the
just her
twisted little
dreams and
minds.
visions. It's just her dreams and visions, visions and dreams. Yep, that's
Visions and dreams are AKA for protection of lawsuits. That's what that sentence is. Yeah.
Ministry of Defense. If we added Mrs. P to the fucking mix, holy hell. We're in for one hell of a fucking ride, Jack. This pause game, though.
I'm seeing mountains in the distance. So is this in the foothills? Is this in the mountains, or is this in the flatland town where you can see, but then you kind of know that you're at the right place because back in the distance you see the mountains, and off to the right side of like if the house is sideways to the road and it's on a curve, and say you're looking at that sideways thing from the street, back behind there you'll see some mountains, and to the right you'll see some mountains.
Okay, gotcha.
And that clue might only help law enforcement if they listen. Only if they, if they already know a place and then see all these other things, then it'd be like, whoa, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, this was okay. Then I saw that mailbox with the honeysuckles, and then in the front yard of the property, I saw an old tractor parked.
Tractor part. Interesting. Okay.
Like, and I don't know the years of tractors, but I think 1930s, 40s, 50s. It's super old. Like it's a decoration. The interesting thing is, about a mile away, if you go down Honeysuckle and then you go take a left and you go down there, about a mile away on the corner on Google Earth, you see somebody has an old tractor.
Yeah. Okay.
On the corner of the property.
Okay.
And then you also see this place called Honeysuckle RV Park that also has an old tractor in there.
Is trippy.
And go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, for some reason, you're always hitting on a certain industry that's tied to Mr. Popcorn Tooth, which is the RV industry.
Correct.
That's bizarre.
And you can also
one thing I've noticed you got to
from
beware
Google
is in different parts of the country, different things are popular. How many people, what if half the people with big, acreage put an old tractor, like that's a style of thing to do, because like in the Suzanne Morphew case, I was like, I'm getting a ghost town. Well, everywhere's a ghost town there around where they found her body is a ghost town, and where she died even is a ghost town. But so what I'm saying is, you just have to keep that in mind when you're looking that a lot of people might do that, and just because somebody has a tractor in the yard doesn't.
Okay.
Steadfast. Okay, then this word comes in. So sometimes words come in, right? And steadfast, I've never heard of that. Well, I did look it up, and there is a steadfast RV.
Yeah, of course there's a steadfast RV. Yep. But don't you find it funny that, look, Donna said the one that hurt Sebastian has an injured arm. Just like they said that Chris had scratch marks on his arm.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Dear God.
Google Earth.
All right,
baby.
let's skip from one crazy to the next.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my.
One
Are we going to
crazy
Butter Bear?
to the next.
Are we going to Butter Bear land?
How are little butter bear? Little butter
Yep.
bear.
Good Lord. Do we? So if I don't know, there's. Why do you people insist that we're the most evil?
Let's go back here.
Well, let's get started. We have a lot to cover tonight. I tell you that.
We're on 1.5 speed.
I'm disgusted on 1,000 different levels. I don't know if you guys have been, if you guys are aware, but people are evil as F. Jay, you are one sick individual.
Oh,
I started to do the same to her that she's doing to me. Exactly.
Wash,
Exactly, Mike.
rinse,
I
repeat.
agree with that, Mike. Mike says answers will come someday. They will find Sebastian one way or another. Agree 100%. Yes. No matter where you stand or what you believe, that is 100% fact. 100% fact.
Monica says, buckle
I think they
up.
will find
Ah, shit,
Sebastian, and
Monica.
Oh,
I just
me.
hope it'll be soon.
Am I gonna throw my phone?
My gosh. You're not throwing your phone out. You keep your phone.
It's insured.
Mm-mm.
That's not
We're
true
not
to
doing that.
UK. Not really. No. If people can,
Check this out. Look, that's exactly what most do when anyone makes a comment someone doesn't agree with. So that can be pretty hypocritical. And here she goes.
for me, I don't mind difference of opinions. The only time that I block anybody is if they're being completely and totally disrespectful. Because at that point, there's no use in wasting your time. If somebody comes into your chat and they're being extremely disrespectful, they're not interested in having a conversation at that point at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started because there's 355 people here. We got a lot to talk about. I want to show y'all the most grimy, absolutely
Like when I told you,
just disgusting
Queen's
display
gonna
of
strike
behavior.
you and you'll be down for 7 days.
Oh,
Watch.
This
wow.
person, Jay, you really are. Jay is fast approaching to be like one of the worst people. And then to say that we're the most evil panel on this platform, pot, meat, kettle. You really have no self-awareness, Jay. None. So let me go ahead and say hey to everybody. Hey, True Crime Junkie, how are you? Laura W, Michelle. Hold on a second. Ocean Loving Lady. Why do you people insist on disparaging the mother of a missing child? Serious question. Are you serious? You're really serious? Who's
Yes, honest
disparaging
question.
Katie for one? And for two, disparaging is one thing. Asking questions, asking genuine questions and pointing out obvious red flags are a completely different story.
Calling
You
her
have
an
a mother
alcoholic
who
is
has not been looking for her
disparaging.
child,
I'll
has not
remember
advocated
that.
for her child. We're approaching the year mark of Sebastian missing tomorrow. And oh my goodness. You're approaching the year mark tomorrow. And instead of coming out and doing an interview to advocate for her son's, return to find him, she puts out, no, I'm going to tell you what's gross. I'm going to tell you what's gross, Ocean Loving Lady. Releasing a video on the year mark that is irrelevant to Sebastian's case. That's gross. Putting out an interview and telling everybody that this could break Sebastian's case wide open. That's irresponsible and that's disgusting. That's disgusting. What's
You didn't even
disgusting
see it. It
is
hadn't
being
even
behind
aired,
the
bitch.
scenes with creators and
This was
dropping
last
bits of
night.
information to the creators so that they can take other creators down, so that they can plot against Sebastian's father. That's gross, Ocean. That's gross. Truth has already come out and told everybody what they're doing. Why? Why do you have the mother of a missing child playing games out here with creators on YouTube? Yeah,
I
that
can't.
pic was cruel to Seth. Just Irish.
Is this tonight?
I think it was last night's what Queen said.
Oh, I missed.
No, this was last
Okay,
night.
gotcha.
Tonight she's already live. She's live already doing her
Yeah,
own
and then the
bullshit
support
on
for
the
Clue. Oh my goodness. And in the
Of course, I'm sure they're fucking shredding the fuck out of Katie's fucking, her interview. I'm sure they're fucking gonna do a 5, 6, 7 hour live shredding it the fuck apart,
Yeah,
Because she looks like a frumpy librarian to them.
Be a 5-week live. What are you talking about? 5 hours? Shit.
the private investigator that they hired is out here calling Sebastian's father a chomo. That's gross. That's gross. It's absolutely disgusting. So I don't know, there's the answer to your question. And it's really, really amazing to hear people trashing the freak out of us for our opinion when they are doing so much worse to Seth than we've ever dreamed of.
Girl.
The hypocrisy is astounding.
Oh, it is.
It's so gross. All right. If you don't mind, guys, please take a second. There's 436 people here. If you don't mind, please take a second. Click the thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. We are on the backup channel tonight. So if you want to help out, click the thumbs up, please. Oh my Lord, Craig is so funny. Jeez.
Exactly, but it's okay to call his mama a murderer, but you love
Okay, sorry
Sebastian.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Listen, it's 12:30. I probably should just get off here and do this tomorrow. What do you want me to do? You want to go through it, or you want to go through it tomorrow?
Let's go through it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm pooped.
I'm so sad for Katie and them. I don't
I
want to
do
listen to
too.
this
I don't even
bitch.
want to hear this shit tonight after. I just feel bad for them, so I wanted to jump up and
We'll do.
laugh
Yeah, I was
about
gonna say it's
Ernie.
12:30. I got to get up in 5 hours, but we'll do that. We'll start off in the morning with this. So
Sounds
Thanks for
good.
having me up, Queen. I appreciate it.
absolutely, thanks for hanging out, baby. I appreciate you.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Queen. Love you,
Bye,
girl.
y'all.
Yeah, we'll take a break. We'll rest, and then we'll come back. You know what I mean? We'll come back and go over that tomorrow. I appreciate you guys being here. You guys for coming out. And yes, baby, 5:30 comes early. I will catch you on the flip side. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here, Bumbles. I'll catch you guys in the morning. We'll start where we left off. We'll pick up right where we left off. Good night, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us. And thanks for showing Katie love and support. QB out.